Were you, or were you not, on a gay cruise?
No, you're 120% dick pic.
Everybody that age, they're sperminator.
Yeah.
We don't care about anything else. We're a walking hard on looking for a hole.
That's. I have to say you're right on that one. Oh, my God.
A stiff breeze comes through the room, and you return the favor.
Got her in. Oh. Somewhere on the outside of this building, there is a hole where squirrels come in.
Better than a hole where dicks come in.
Yeah, better than that.
Going down the stairs to wash the laundry. What the hell? Shh. Pizza. Stop! Stop it now! I order you to stop! I'm still touching myself.
Yeah!
All young bitches want to do is pop pills, smoke weed, get drunk, lay around, suck dick, eat hot Cheetos, charge they phone, get a sew and weave, twerk, be bisexual, eat McDonald's, wash they pussy in the sink, lie, take selfies, and talk shit through Wi-Fi because they phone never on.
I think washing they pussy in the sink is my favorite part. The Vietnamese trade in dongs. Figuratively and literally, I'm sure.
Oh, my God, that's hilarious.
I did decide to look it up. 500,000 dongs is a good night for Pop's ex.
Like most women, he's an emotional thinker.
Good God.
I mean, that's part of the problem we're having now in our society is we have a bunch of emotional thinkers that want the world to, to fall in line with their emotions. That's not... look, reality doesn't give a shit about emotions.
It's my lived truth. Fuck your lived truth.
No, it's not. It's your perspective.
Kiss my ass.
Literally like, hey, Sergeant Pop, you got to turn your bear suit. I'm like, over my dead body. No. Just give me a statement of charges. Yeah. You're never getting this back. Yeah. You can suck it.
I'm going to wear this with my Russian coat.
you will bury me in this. Hey! Why you got to fucking be like that, man?
Because I'm an asshole, and I learned from the best. I'm sitting across from him, and I'm pointing at you with all four fingers.
All right, first of all, the Russian jacket is World War II surplus.
I'll send you a picture of it, Sarge.
Yeah. Okay. I
got you standing wearing it with holding two giant buckets like you just collected all the chum from behind the dump dumpster at the bar, and you're going to go home and make ice cream out of it. What's going on, you self-diddlers? Just don't do it in front of me. By the way, I'm not wearing pants. Welcome to Grunt Speak.
And we are actually live, but in two different locations.
Yes. We got dumped on.
Yeah.
Not horribly, but the side streets especially are still kind of shit.
We got, 7 inches?
Oh, your ex?
Well, if she's lucky.
On a good day. her new beau needs some little blue pills.
I don't know.
Don't care. No, it's fine. But yeah, and I got the throat gunk going on, so I don't want to. I didn't want to come over there and just start expelling on you and get you sick, if in fact that's what this is. I don't have a fever or anything, but you never know.
So did Murphy assault your tonsils last night?
Erring on the side of caution. Well, he always does. He's a throat goat.
He speed bagged your tonsils and left a deposit.
Actually, it's a funny thing. I actually watched Dumb and Dumber with my boy last night. He had never seen it before, and I totally forgot about the scene because recently you've been reusing this phrase. You get your nuts speed bagged.
Yeah,
I forgot that actually happens in that movie. When the chef comes out and Jim Carrey's like, and then he bites the dude. I was like, okay, now you've been assessed a homo suspicion point.
Did your son laugh?
Oh yeah, he was laughing his butt off.
Awesome.
Yeah, I love showing him these older movies. He loves the older stuff. He's not as much into the newer stuff. Every once in a while, there's a Godzilla -1. For the most part, though, modern movies not the greatest.
Nope, no.
Not at
And
all.
I think Hollywood is going to implode because they are not keeping up with. Their TV productions are down 45%.
No.
The movie productions are only 30% of what they were prior to the lockdowns.
And they keep doubling down on stupid. I mean, the Snow White trailer is now the #1 disliked trailer of all time on YouTube. Yep. And it's not hard to see why.
Fuck them.
It really is like, the first and best order of the party is to get you to disbelieve what your eyes see. And I'm sorry, I don't believe that Wonder Woman is going to be jealous of the miscreant West Side Story chick's beauty. It's not going to happen.
Nope.
No. And I don't know what the hell they were thinking with the dwarfs. That is nightmare fuel. CGI nightmare fuel. Ugh.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going full Sarge tonight. I got my Guinness. I feel like having a drink because I am exhausted.
Tongue is numb?
Not yet, but we're well on our way. All right. Call-in stream tonight, dudes. Call-in stream. We want to know, how did you find out? How did you find out your woman/significant other was cheating?
Did you put the link, the invitation link in all of the chats?
Invitation link is in all the chats, and it is in the Meat Gazer box. So if you haven't...
We had a snafu today with the links that we posted on Facebook. They all went to LinkedIn.
Yeah, I cut and pasted, not thinking, and then you tell me that, I'm like, oh, shit.
Yeah, for whatever reason, whatever you drop into LinkedIn, it adds like this link where it only goes to LinkedIn.
Yeah, and Subscribestar apparently is now doing the same thing. So,
yeah,
my apologies for that, all the dudes. Hopefully, you're all getting your notifications. The 5% of you who see your content from notifications, but we're totally not being algorithmically throttled. That's just
totally not happening. No,
simple bitch. Well, we all know that you've been cheated on.
Oh hell yeah! How many times have I told that story?
Quite a few. I think everybody knows it by heart at this point.
Yeah.
Everybody knows about my horse chick, but there was one before that's arguably more egregious, and specifically because no more than 6 weeks before I found out, this chick that I was dating, the blonde Sicilian, who I've referred to many times, moved into a new place. Well, not only did I help her move into that new place, we had some extra furniture that was just kind of meh in the house. Like, here, you try to fill a condo with a bedroom. Here, have some old furniture. We're trying to get rid of it anyway. It'll save you some money, stopgap, what have you. And I spent literally every night there for the first month that she lived in that place. And by the way, this was after she was recovering from a drastic surgery due to complications of Crohn's disease, because she had an appendicitis attack the prior year, but it wasn't the kind of appendicitis that results in, it's going to blow. No, it was a slow leak.
Oh, no.
In her system. And so this abscess of pus was just leaking and dripping onto her organs inside. And they didn't notice it when they went in to get the appendix, but it fused a bunch of that shit together.
Ooh.
So they had to go in, like shave off like a foot of bowel and all this other stuff and rearrange her insides. It looked like she had a cesarean when it was finished. So I nursed her back to health, helped her move in, gave her a bunch of furniture, took care of her for that. All of a sudden, froze out.
Yep.
You can go home now, and then froze out. And then finally, I was just like, okay, well, apparently this is a breakup. So, hey, can I come over and leave you my key and pick up all my shit? Yeah, sure. It's all in the living room. So I go over there. None of it's in the living room.
Yeah, it's never in the living room.
It was a mess. A meal that I had cooked a month ago, the dishes for it were still in the sink, accruing mold. It smelled foul. I go upstairs, found my stuff amongst a carpet, which was now primarily clothes. The only thing that was clean was the headboard of the bed where the candles were. And the trash can that only had used condoms in it. So I picked up the phone and I was like, so this is how I get to find out? What the fuck? Are you kidding me? Well, I didn't want to hurt you. Mission not accomplished. Whoa. Whatever, I got all my shit. I'll see you later. And then she thought she could show up at my work and try to give me the I didn't want to hurt you speech too.
Uh-huh.
Amazing.
Whatever happened to her?
From what I know, she works in the medical profession, has a kid or two now, and lives up in Saginaw. And the only reason I know any of that is because about 6 years ago now, I was filming a wedding for one of my editors, and I didn't know this, but she was neighbors with my ex's parents.
Oh, no.
So they were at the wedding, and I walked up to her. I was like, Moms? And she turns around. Oh, my God. And she gives me like this big hug. I was like, I'm still your favorite, I guess. Okay. Oh, yeah. After we broke up and everything all went to shit, like I still went and got like breakfast with her mom like every month for the better part of a few years.
Oh, okay.
Awesome lady. I really liked her. And I was good friends with her younger sisters. And yeah, there she was telling me like, oh yeah, because the dude that she left me for apparently used to fence jump.
One of those.
Yes. He was approaching 30, so he thought, well, I don't know. I kind of like the idea of having kids. Maybe I'll try this straight thing for a bit.
So he's a hippo-hiv spreader?
Oh yeah, they got her like she had like a Christmas stocking that year full of like Astroglide and numbing lube. They really let her know that they didn't approve of her decision.
Oh my God, that's comedy gold.
True stuff is the funniest stuff, my friend.
Yes, it is.
Yes,
it is.
Good times. But what do you say we get to our first call? We got 3 already on the line.
All right, let's get to it.
Rusty Crackleford or Shackleford.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Sir? Is that Boomhauer I'm talking to over there?
Hey, y'all can hear me?
Yeah,
hey,
we can hear you.
Just fine, sir. Why don't you
All right,
go ahead and
good.
tell us how you got effed in the a-hole?
Well, my ex, this is almost 20 years ago, so some of the details might be a little bit hazy, but anyway, she was getting a little close to a coworker who, as an extra kick in the balls, had the same first name as me. So,
well, that's an easy one for her. She doesn't have to worry about calling out the wrong name in bed.
Yeah.
well, yeah, you know. But I noticed they were getting a little close, and keep in mind, you know, I'm 21, young, dumb, and full of stuff, rhymes with dumb. So I'm obviously dick thinking.
Of course.
Well, I couldn't shake the suspicion that something was going on. And she had something at the time called Live Journal. You guys remember that?
Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. You're really bringing back some nostalgia.
Oh, yeah. I mean, she wrote it like an actual, like, you know, paper diary and posted like really personal stuff. Well, I managed to get into it and see what was going on. She was writing about this coworker with the same name as me. And when I found out and confronted her, the best part is, and I sarcastically say this is my favorite part, is that she blamed me for what she did.
Well, that's how it always is. It's always
Oh
your
my
yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I didn't know any of this at the time. This is 2004. I'm dumb as a box of rocks back then.
You were doing
But,
CPR on his ass. You just didn't remember.
And with hindsight and age, I've come to realize that there were probably other times that she was cheating on me as well. I was just too young and dumb to realize it. But basically what she had done, and she tried to say that nothing happened, but she went out on his boat at like, I don't know, in the middle of the night. Her and her girlfriends are all drinking and playing this like junior high game, Never Have I Ever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And, she said, they all start like playing a strip version of it. And she claimed that nothing happened.
Of course.
And me, like an idiot, I'm like, oh, I love her. She's special. I can work through this. We can get through this. No relationship's easy.
Yep.
Anyway.
Never fails, man.
And we actually did that video, a few days ago. We filmed Dick Thinking Speak.
Dick Thinking Speak, yeah.
Oh, I'll be sure to check that out. Is that up on Gilded?
Not yet.
We just recorded it. It hasn't been posted yet.
It'll take 2-3 weeks, maybe.
Yeah, that probably.
But anyways, and then after obviously I get mad about it, and then she tries to gaslight me and say you can't leave me because she would many a time, and to quote Raging Golden Eagle here, would threaten to self Minecraft to guilt me into staying with her.
Oh wait, so it's your fault that she cheated, but then you have to stay so that she doesn't feel guilty, right?
Yeah, to ease her guilt for what she did to me. Because I remember now is that we got into an argument because she was talking a lot of smack about my family, and
bridge too far.
You just don't do that. And I tried to tell her. I said, I don't know where I would be if it wasn't for my family, me and my brothers. And she just, I'll admit, I lost my temper and said things I shouldn't have, but I don't think that constitutes cheating on your significant other.
Not so much. No.
No,
You
not
married?
really.
You married to her?
No. This is like over 20 years ago.
All right. So let's just be honest. She was getting glucked on the regular. All right. So she was getting her, tonsils assaulted on the regular.
Glucked.
She was getting glucked and plucked.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And just like the later stuff, like with like hindsight and some age, and I just want to get your guys' opinion on this. She in early 2005 went down like some spring break down to I think like Jamaica or something, and tried to tell me, and of course, like a fool, I believed her that she stayed faithful to me down there.
Oh yeah.
Of course.
And this next one, I'm telling you this because this one's for you, Pop, to give me the knife hand. We in about August of 2005, we broke up, but then I got back together with her in early 2007.
Did she change?
All right, now hang on. How old were you when you got back together with her?
23, coming up on 24.
All right, so you were still way short of getting over the dick thinking. Right.
Oh yeah, I still had many years of dick thinking ahead of me.
Hey, some people never grow out of it, to be fair.
So let me guess. You're like, it'll be different this time. She's changed. Yep. She's grown up.
Yep.
And nothing changed.
Oh no. I mean, it seemed okay at first, like it always does, but it eventually just evolved back into the same old crap. And I suspect another time that she was cheating on me is that she was taking a college course at a local community college and went over to a male classmate's house to study. And then she claimed that I won't say specifically, but he threatened physical harm to her if she did not give him sloppy top.
Oh,
shout out on Dead for that term.
Uh-huh.
She told me that she did it under a threat of physical harm. And I'm like, okay, well, I mean, you didn't mean to do it. I mean, you wouldn't do something like that.
Oh, wow.
Oh, and my God.
It was after like watching your guys' stuff, like Chronic, Hammerhand, and RGE. I'm like, oh, she lied about it to justify what she did.
Well, it is called Community College.
So whatever happened to her?
Supposedly she died in early 2020, but I was never able to find an obituary.
Really?
Huh.
Yeah, I've searched for years, but like I just want to know that she's like.
Did she ever have a Facebook page? Because if it hasn't been updated in a while.
She did have one, but apparently it's gone to where like it's a memorial account now.
She's dead.
Oh yeah, she's officially gone then. Okay.
Yeah.
Nope.
I've had a former ex from back in the day, meet the Grim Reaper on less than good terms.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just I was trying to find an obituary just to be sure, and I was talking to my mom about it. She's like, "Well, if it was a self Minecrafting, they probably won't post an obit." I'm like, "Well, I guess that makes sense."
Well, I mean, find her grave and go piss on it.
I would like to. I just what the thing. I don't want to trail off too long, but the thing she put me through, and really the thing is, I can't be too mad because looking back at it all, I was my own worst enemy in that relationship. And the way
that's the difference between men and women. Men realize the mistakes they made. Like me, I just flat out picked the wrong wife.
I picked the wrong girlfriend.
Yeah,
I met her at a college party. Come on.
Yeah, I made all the mistakes. She's different. She's changed person. It'll be, oh yeah, I'm different. It won't happen to me. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh yeah. I was I mean, we all got to learn somehow, some way or another.
Well, that's why I do the show. So I'm trying to get to the young guys. So when the shit's happening, like, wait a minute, that pop guy from Redonkulas, he talked about this.
He warned me.
This shit is. I need to get the fuck out of here because this is bad.
Warned thee.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's from watching you guys and the other guys that I mentioned. I did have my red pill rage for a while, and then now I'm just like looking back. I'm like, yeah, as much crap as she put me through, a lot of that was my fault, and I just didn't have the balls to get away and just be like, she's just using. And look, I fell for her. Blonde hair, blue eyes, big natural 36 double Ds. What can I say?
No, you got me. Yeah, I understand. So how long have you been watching the show there?
A little over 2 years.
Where'd you find us?
I was on Odyssey watching another channel called Modern Women Archives.
Oh yeah.
And then I saw a thumbnail for one of your videos. I think it was like the 30 is the new 15 or something. It was like that mom that like got her makeover and like turned herself into like Megan Fox or something like that.
Yeah.
And I just started watching. I'm like, what is this? I just started watching. I just see like, you got like the "We're Not Worthy" clip, like the Wayne's World thing, and like I'm like, these guys are just like real down to earth and simple, and just tell it like it is. I'm like, I'll start watching more, and I've just been hooked ever since, man.
Thanks, man.
Thanks for sticking around, brother.
Oh yeah. I plan to stick around as long as you guys are doing this. I'll stick around. So, but hey, I'll let you guys get going. Thanks for having me on. Let some other guy get in and tell his story, and great to talk to you guys for the first time. First time calling in, man.
All right, call in the next one, Blake. I'm going to get my pen and paper because there's wisdom here that needs to be written down.
There's wisdom that needs to be written down.
All right, later, riggers.
Take it easy, Rusty. Thank you.
Yep.
All right. As he leaves, I'll take him out with one of these.
Emotional damage.
Elda, it did remind me of something before we get to the next call. It reminded me of a post that I grabbed because I just thought it was so egregious that I had to hang on to it. And him talking about his ex pulling the, well, he forced me to do it thing. It reminded me of it. So I'm just going to read it here really quick. It's very short. It comes from the Men's Rights Forum on Reddit, of all places. I believe this is a German post. New milestone marker. I have hit 300 sexual harassment claims in 3 years. Little backstory. I do contract work for an international company, an IA officer. Internal Affairs. I hunt down people committing fraud, selling company secrets, looking to quit, and take proprietary information with them, etc. Most of the times these people I catch are put into an interrogation-style room while I review numbers, files, emails, testimony. Think the accountant, but I'm no Ben Affleck or super agent. This room is filmed. It's very important. It is not announced yet. It has a small sign on the door saying this room is mic'd and video recorded. Yet I still get accused of sexual harassment, even though it's recorded from 6 different angles with a high-definition microphone. Today, I was pulled into my 300th inquiry in a 5-year contract. It is company policy to review every complaint, and we usually laugh at the ridiculous excuses and reasons given. And out of the 274 of them were women who thought that by claiming harassment, they would somehow dodge a charge. The most common excuse for doing it by far, 217 of them was, because of the glass ceiling, I can't advance, so I'm taking what is mine. So tonight I'm going to celebrate and watch a few reels of the most ludicrous excuses I've ever heard. Cheers. But women never lie.
Here we
They
go.
lie all the time. And nobody knows that better than the two guys on this stream and our next guest, MGTOW Mandel. How you doing, sir?
I am good, Blake. How's my audio coming through?
Coming through just fine.
You're just fine, bro.
Awesome. Unfortunately, this is kind of a reverse of your intended thing.
Okay.
I was the guy that this girl was trying to cheat with.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Stationed in Germany, early 2000s. I was in one of the hospital units in that country. I was an OR tech, and about 6 months after I got there, this in my opinion, stunningly hot blonde gets assigned to the same unit, same squad. The two of us hit it off perfectly fine right off the bat. About 3 months, we're quasi-dating. You know, I'm sure you remember how it was, Pop, in the service.
I was in the infantry, bro. There's no women in my unit.
Yeah, but you still had some in the general vicinity, even if they weren't your regiment.
Oh, yeah. I did bang a few army whores.
Well, she and I never got to that point. We were planning a trip to Berlin for the Christmas break, and she dropped a phrase that I wish she would have dropped 3 months earlier when we first met. This would be so much more fun if my husband were here.
Oh,
Did she even know who she was talking to?
Well, here's the thing. I was blue pill as hell at that point. I didn't even know what red pill was for another like 15 years.
we've all been there, bro. We've all been
And as soon as she said that, my brain literally had the record scratch to a stop, and I was like, wait, what? She goes, yeah, I'm married.
Wow.
there. Oh, God.
Now it makes a whole lot more sense why so many guys were saying that I am out of your league. And I was like, I am walking away. You can keep planning this trip if you'd like, but you're going to be either going solo or with your husband.
Or find someone else, because I'm not playing.
Yeah.
Well, about 2 months later, a month after the Christmas trip would have occurred, her husband finally arrived in theater, and she introduced us. That was probably the most awkward introduction I had had up until that point.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll do it. That will do it.
And she introduced me to him as the best friend I've made here in Germany so far.
Zig Heil.
Oh, my God. You got lucky there, bro.
Yeah, it's only because of the fact that I was raised in a very strict Christian family and promised myself I would wait until marriage.
I got you. Well, there's
Only
that.
reason I dodged that nuke. But I'm going to jump off so you can get some of the guys who had the intended reason for this stream tonight.
It's all good, man. You can take a lot of solace in the fact that at some point or another, that chick slammed directly into the Berlin Wall.
I hate to tell you this, Blake. Every now and again, I do go and look back at the ones that got away, including her. She hasn't hit the wall as badly as you would expect someone that was blonde hair, blue-eyed to do so.
Well, how old is
She
she?
and I are the same age,
And how old are you?
43.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Well,
She hasn't hit the wall that badly yet, but maybe.
it's coming.
It's coming, yeah.
It's coming.
But you all have a good one. Look for super chats later.
All right. Thanks, man.
Take it easy, brother. Thank you very much.
Wow.
Oh, man.
Well, listen, a lot of guys will hit that even knowing that she's married.
Yeah.
And if you're in the military, that can really ruin your goddamn career.
And then there are times too, not that I know anybody this has happened to or anything, where you think it's all on the level, you do the deed, you go to shake the dew off the lily, so to speak, and all of a sudden you take a look at all the family photos that you were shoved past on the way to the bedroom, and you're like,
Oh no.
I'm in trouble.
I need to get the fuck off the X
Perhaps I should leave through the window.
because I'm going to get shot.
This is bad, right?
Yeah, I mean that's what gets you shot, man.
It is. You know what won't get you shot? A $99.99 super chat from
All right.
Maxim Milan. Shine on, you beautiful bastards. Shine on to you as well, and you get one of these.
We're not worthy! We're not worthy!
Here's to you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. What are you drinking tonight there, Pop?
I got a Pepsi Zero.
Oh, yes.
I'm trying to listen, man. The check liver light went on. I gotta do what I gotta do.
Well, I know you got to do what you got to do, but perhaps not use the stuff that can damage your DNA.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm just saying, why don't you go for like low glycolic, like coconut sugar or something like that?
I'll figure it out.
I just found out there's this company online that makes like the mushroom coffee that I like.
Uh-huh.
Doesn't actually taste like mushrooms, for the record, but they also make a low glycolic cocoa mix, which I know you like to mix with your coffee. So if you want a little sample of it, I can like put some into a little cup and see.
Sure, I'll try.
Check it out. Thank you very much again for the super chat. We got another call here from Not a Crusty Sock.
Not a crusty sock.
All right,
Okay.
Need a second to absorb that one, said the sock. Okay, next. How you doing, sir?
Well, how about yourself?
That is an excellent screen name you have there.
I like it.
Normally, I omit the crusty part, but I figured, hey, if I'm going to put that in anywhere, this is where to put it.
I mean, we've all been there, mom
Right.
comes in with the laundry. Why is your sock hard?
So how long have you been watching the show, Mr. Sock?
So about 2.5, 3 years. Then back in April, I fell off for a little bit because she loved me.
Okay, I got you.
All right. So yeah, I met this little, maybe not so little, actually heavier than me, church girl, diet Catholic.
Diet Catholic, yeah. Is that
One of the-
Presbyterian or Episcopalian?
Anglican. And,
Yes.
same diff, right?
Anglican.
So, I had been on like a 3-year dry spell and fell head over heels. And
slump
remember-
buster.
Yep.
That never happens, Pop. No, never.
Yep. So met her in April. And she was on the pill. She just didn't take it regularly. So, morning one day, evening the next sort of deal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So find out in August that I've got presumably my first on the way.
Oh shit.
Yep. So daughter's due in about 2-3 months, presumably.
Get a DNA test.
Yep, that's on the docket.
Oh.
That's
So this is a current situation.
This is a current situation.
Yeah.
Find out on September 13th, Facebook message out of the blue. Some dude messages me, tells me a bunch of crap that I'd only told her.
Uh-huh.
Oh boy.
And and she gets back from work. I basically demand her phone because we moved in together after like 4 months.
Uh-huh.
And she had tried to delete it. My background is in IT.
Dun dun dun.
So,
Gotcha.
naturally, even on an iPhone, deleting your stuff doesn't make much of a difference to me.
No, you're just deleting the directory essentially.
Yeah. I just use the stupidest trick on the book. Her affair partner as much of a little sleazebag as he was talking to her, despite the fact he knew what was going on. He's the one who came clean to me, not her. She, under the advice of her grandma, deleted those texts and tried to lie to my face about it.
Her grandma?
Yeah. So
Wow.
I got the affair partner's phone number, texted him from his phone.
Stand by.
From her phone.
Are you married to her?
No, I'm not, thankfully.
That's technically not an affair. It's another.
I had put a ring on it, so
you what?
I did put a ring on it.
Okay.
So engagement. So
close enough.
You
so
know,
it's another cockswaggler.
Yeah. So anyway,
oh God,
where was I? So anyway, I text them. I recover these messages.
All right.
And so I find everything. Find the text of her grandma telling her to lie, to delete everything. Find the messages, talking crap about anything and everything from bedroom performance to my own
with the grandma
struggles in my head. Oh no, she was talking about that. She was talking about that to the affair partner.
Oh, okay, all right, yeah.
I was going to convince the affair partner that you're like the worst, and that that they're looking for somebody to rock their world.
Yeah, and the one thing she conveniently did not tell him is that, hey, I've got another dude's kid growing in me.
Oh no.
So, and so. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So
run. Wow, this is bad, bro.
There is a little bit of a light side in it.
Okay.
And of course, we're not going to know for sure until the dust is settled because it's ongoing. But her grandpa has been through similar shit before, and he is the patriarch of that family. You do not cross him.
But Granny once is on her side.
Yeah,
this is bad, right?
It's bad.
This is bad.
It could get bad for her grandma depending on how the dust settles. Wow, I'm not sure.
Look, man.
I've held some stuff back from her grandpa just because I'm trying not to rock the boat.
If you need to talk, just send me an email. We'll exchange numbers because this is an ongoing situation.
Yeah, keep us posted, bro.
And I have no problem talking you down if you fucking find yourself in that quagmire. Okay.
Yeah, I actually was.
Boat, it's already been rocked. So,
well, there's the boat I'm referring to rocking is one that I might have a get out of jail free card on the 18-year paycheck. Maybe we'll see.
Maybe.
I'm not counting on it, but maybe I might at least get off and be able to put this fully in the rear view.
Oh, here's hoping. Yeah, definitely keep us posted, man.
I will say this though. In November, I had about 3.5 pounds on a 6-pound trigger. So, and I did come down from that edge, and I'm it's still obviously the whole situation rings in my head still, but I'm nowhere near that point anymore.
Good. Hopefully we helped you out, bro.
Yeah,
you did. So that's actually one for the chalkboard, by the way.
Oh, it is? Well, can you email us the story and we'll read it into the record?
You kind of told us.
I mean, yeah. Actually, I sent you a super chat and an email a little closer to that window. I think it probably would have been. I can comment in the private chat here what that email is.
Sure, or just resend the email. Obviously, I missed it.
Yeah.
All right. Look, man, I'm glad we're able to help you out. And let me tell you, like, women in the Western world are some of the most evil, backstabbing, sneaky fucking bitches that have ever existed on the regular. Now, there's warnings about these women in the Bible. And
I called her Jezebel to her face.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Good.
But, bro, I am glad you didn't, take a permanent solution to a temporary problem. And if worse comes to worse, and it is your child, just take do what you can to stay in the child's life. And listen, I'm telling you, it'll work out. The universe provides, bro.
Yep. It will be a little difficult because to be real present. So the circumstances that led up to her excuse for cheating, I had been doing IT contracting, which is a very unstable sector of IT.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
All right.
So
that's the excuse.
So it's just like, hey, you've been unemployed for about 3 months. I've lost my faith in you. You're working at a Fortune 50 doing their IT work, and somehow it's your fault that a bunch of H-1Bs, actually 2 H-1Bs, replaced your entire team, and the rest of your job got sent over to fucking India.
Yeah, wow, it sucks. What type of IT do you do?
I was doing desk side support, so slightly above, like one step above the call center. Have you turned it off and back on again?
Oh, okay.
but I was still making slightly more than the national average. So
okay. All right, man. Well, keep us posted, okay?
Absolutely, yeah. And if you can resend that email, please do. I'd like to give it a read over.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and resend it and update some of the stuff in there because it was very surface level view. I prefer to talk over shit instead of type. So
no, I got you, bro. Don't worry about it. But if you need to talk, the invitation's out there, okay?
Yeah, sure thing. Appreciate it.
No problem, bro.
You take it easy, Mr. Krusty Sock.
I will.
You have a good one.
Take it easy.
Right, bye.
Dude.
Wow.
That is a savage beatdown.
That is very savage. But we say it all the time. We warn dudes on this show. If the money stops coming in, if there's any sort of lapse in security, you will find out who you are dating like that. That's why a lot of these dudes have started playing that game of just, coming home and not actually losing their job, but telling their woman that they've lost their job just to see what happens. Is it a little on the underhanded side, maybe unethical? Yeah. Does it pay dividends? Yeah.
Yes, it does.
Oh, boy. Susan McCarley over in the Rumble chat. I didn't mean to hurt you means I need to tell my friends that you forgive me because it really wasn't a big deal to you. But of course. Hot damn. Oh, wow. You ready for another call?
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to wash the taste of that one out of my mouth. That is just reprehensible.
That's a beatdown. Okay, the worst one I've ever heard before we go to the next caller.
All right.
This happened to one of my guys in Iraq. He went home on leave for the birth of his first child. He shows up on the ground. She tells him the kid might not be his. She has put a second mortgage on the house for 125% of its value. Bought this other guy a Harley Davidson motorcycle.
Oh, my God.
Sold his guns. Got rid of his dogs. And when I found this out, I was a first sergeant. I'm like, yeah, you're not coming back to Iraq. He's like, no, I want to come. I'm like, no. You ain't coming back. You got to deal with all this shit. And please, I don't want to read about you in the paper, so don't kill anybody yet.
Yes. It's important to make that distinction.
Yeah. And apparently he went on, he became like a manager at AT&T. He's doing fine now.
Okay, good. Damn. Yeah, man, just when you think you've heard the worst stories, somebody always comes up with something. And with that being said, we're going to turn it over to Cheaper to Keeper. How you doing tonight, good sir?
Hello. Can you guys hear me?
Hello.
We can hear you.
Oh, excellent. Yeah, I don't know. So much an interest in how I caught her story is all the stuff I found out.
You got to get closer to the speaker.
Speak up a little bit. Are we on speakerphone, or what are you talking to us on?
No, I'm wearing a headset. Is there an echo or something?
No, it just sounds like you're very far away from it, almost like the headset isn't what's picking you up.
All right, let me see if I can adjust it. Somehow the volume went back down. Hold on. How's this?
Yeah, that's better.
That better?
Yeah. Tell us the deal.
All right. So, yeah, I don't know. We had been together for 5 years, got married, had been married for 5 years. And then, I don't know, it was just the weirdest thing. It was like intuition. She was taking our son out for an outing with her friend. And I just caught this look. Like, I can't explain it, man. It was just the weirdest, like, just odd look, right?
Uh-huh.
So they went out. They're supposed to do some shopping at, like, a Home Depot or some shit. I tried to call her. No answer. You know, I don't have her friend's number, so I couldn't reach her. Tried calling again, 3-4 hours. And then she, I couldn't get a hold of her through the whole day. She comes home at about 9:30, 10 p.m. Right? Like, supposedly out with our son. This wasn't rock solid proof, but by this point I was like,
right.
Okay.
Stand by, good sir. Stand by. Can you do us a favor and check the settings in StreamYard to make sure that it's actually your headset that's receiving the audio? Because as soon as you sat back, we got this tinny audio again.
Yeah.
The chat is saying they can't understand you.
Sorry.
It might be coming from your webcam, because when you leaned in to check something, you sounded good, and then did you sit back again?
Yeah, so is it receiving it from both the headphones and the webcam?
No, I think it's just coming from your webcam.
It's coming from your webcam, so stay close to that.
Yeah.
Give me one sec.
Sure thing. Murphy's in the house, and he's got a boner.
Murphy's in the house.
There's a song for Jeffrey Paul to create. Murphy's in the house and he's got an 18-inch boner. Murphy's in the house. No, that's not a shoner.
Hey guys, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, let me step back and see if it works. Is it still working?
Yeah.
Nope, it's still coming from your webcam. Just stay nice and close to it. You'll be fine.
Just lean into the webcam and speak there, and we can hear you fine from a close distance.
Yep.
Okay, that sounds fine. Yeah. So anyway, do I need to start over, or are we just kind of continue?
No, keep going.
You're good. Keep it going.
Basically, gone for the whole day. Cell phone completely unavailable, and the excuse was just the dumbest thing. It was like, oh well, we tried to get some help at Home Depot, and it took 6 hours. Like,
what?
I know. I just felt like this is fishy, but so I started looking into her. Yeah, started looking into her contacts in her phone, stuff like that. But the thing is, I guess I was pretty disturbed by it, and I think I gave up the ghost, I guess, on how I was looking into things, because she had started deleting like everything on that phone. So next thing you had was like a 3-month gap in her emails. Like, where'd that go? Oh, I was just cleaning up. You were just cleaning up everything.
But just in those 3 months.
Yeah, just in those 3 months. And the funny part too is, like, the only emails she was receiving after those 3 months were like dating site ads and crap like that.
Yeah, not like the search algorithm keeps track of what you're looking at or anything, right?
Well, exactly. So, anyway, so yeah, and so there. So the funny part is that at the time, the one guy she was seeing, it's the funniest stereotype. This is where it kind of gets hilarious. Is this guy is like your most prototypical recidivist Indian scammer type? Like, these recidivist types that if they just applied themselves to something like an honest endeavor, they would be so much better off. So they for some reason have to dive into just scummy nonsense. So yeah, I guess she had a quote unquote interview with this guy. But the thing is, his contact info had changed from like his personal email while I was looking into it to his professional email. So she was changing things around to, cover up. And yeah, at that point I was kind of, So when I did the background, I'll just call him Binder, just out of sweet racism, but
Binder. You forgot your check.
When I went to look into this guy's stuff, he worked in healthcare, and first thing I noticed was like his resume was bullshit. He had a whole pile of lies on his resume, like his position saying he's a director and all this shit when he's just like some lowly manager,
Uh-huh.
But the other thing I found is because then I started looking into her, like I started getting her locations and stuff, which at the time you could do from Facebook.
Mm-hmm. Everybody has to check in, right?
Yeah.
Because everyone can.
Yeah. So I found like there's one day that she took my son out, and this actually burns me to this day, to be honest, but I'll get to that. Is she had taken him to some daycare in an area and then gone to a golf course, right? I find out that the daycare is actually from the same healthcare company this guy works for, and that he is connected to it.
Oh,
now, I can't
shit.
think of how hilarious this is. Like you're setting up a daycare to do what? Have men's leftovers to F single moms? Like, oh, I created my own daycare. I get fucking single moms now.
Would you like a squishy, sir?
Well, yeah, like I mean, if I had a leftover rice bowl in my car, you're gonna set up like a food disposal service to get out there? Like, what's wrong with you?
So how many years ago did this happen?
Oh, this is a good 5 years ago. Oh no, more. Probably 7. Yeah.
7 years?
So,
all right. So you're beyond it now.
Oh yeah. No, I'm way beyond it. It's weird that this is her type. You know what I mean? Like these guys, whoever wrote what's that movie? True Lies. You guys know that greasy used car salesman?
Oh yeah, exactly.
Whoever wrote that character in, I swear to God, they had some real life experience.
That's James Cameron. Yeah.
Yeah.
He kind of is that guy on set. He just kind of he monkey branches from one actress to the next. He I think once his hair went white, he decided on Susie Amos, and he's been with her since Titanic. But prior to that, it was like another producer, Linda Hamilton, and then this chick.
Right. So, anyways,
that's funny. Just picturing her cheating with an Indian version of Bill Paxton from True Lies. I got a little dick. It's pathetic. That's my favorite line in that movie.
So obviously you got divorced, right?
Actually, thanks to you guys, I kind of held off. Hence the name here.
Cheaper to keep her. Oh,
okay.
Yeah. I took the other jail sentence, and it's actually happening now. But
okay.
Well, because here's the thing: a lot of this stuff I got blindsided when I confronted her. The level of denial was just stupid, absolutely stupid.
Yeah, it's not just a river in Egypt, that's for sure.
No, I mean it was just the dumbest excuses and everything. But what really got me was how certain people in my social circle, family, right? Like first of all, her family rallied around her. They even helped delete evidence. Okay, when she deleted that 3 months of email, within 2 days of that, her dad had wiped their home computer.
Wow.
Now tell me that's a coincidence. Her dad. Yeah.
Wow. So you know what? I guarantee you, there may be more to it than you know. I'm sure that there have been some allegations made that would make them think that she would come to physical harm or some crap.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if he finds this stuff, I don't know what'll happen. Help me.
Yep.
That is true. Yeah, you know, her mom did, and the other thing was these weird offhand comments that came from people. Like her mom said, "Oh, please don't take the kids," and I'm like, "Why would I take the kid?" Oh, that's why you're worried.
Yeah.
So they knew, right?
Wow.
The real disappointment was from my own family. You know, I had my brother he's a simp, not a thirsty simp, but a validation needing simp. I find out.
Of course.
And so he can't stand to see a woman distressed or upset. Is basically his thing. So, yeah.
You still talk to this guy?
My brother?
Yeah.
He's not a sociopath. I checked. Yeah, I still do. Okay. You know, like, listen, I'm not going to cut him out, but if there's anything that involves a conflict with women, he's cut out. He's not useful at all in that sense, you know.
I got you. All right.
At the end of the day, his heart's in the right place, but he has a weakness. So let's just put it that way. My mother was the worst, completely, because I'm not an investigator, right? Like I'm not a PI. I was distressed and I was operating the shit right out of the house, and so of course, she would come over and sabotage what I was doing.
Really?
So it was, yeah. So I had 2 of these to deal with. It's been stressful enough without family court. Thank you very much. So that's going to be coming up.
How old is your kid now?
Oh, the kids, yeah. So here's the thing. The reason, you know, waiting sometimes works is now the kids are 13 and 15.
Okay, yeah, they're old enough to make their own decisions.
Right. So now we're at the point where, you know what, yeah, and they can't really alienate them. Like she can't alienate them from me because like they're old enough to kind of get it. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, yeah, the other thing, sorry, with what was being sabotaged is I got one of those panty testing kits, the semen testing kits you can get, and those were coming up positive. So like, how do you explain that? If I know that we didn't have sex, like what's going on here? You know?
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a whole other level of nastiness right there.
It is.
Well, it's even nastier when your own mother is like stealing them to hide away the fucking results. Like this is just, yeah, I'm telling you, you don't know who your family members even are until something like this comes up. So
that's totally true, though. It's totally true.
Yeah.
Hot damn.
My sister was good, oddly enough. She didn't join the sisterhood, you know. So
that's good.
Anyway, so I basically just we were roommates for a bunch of years, basically.
Okay.
You know.
And now we're in the process to
no. Well, yeah. So she finally made a decision. The cheating started again, and I don't know, some weird uggo. I don't even care.
Uggo.
Lego.
Oh yeah, see, guy looks like Willem Dafoe Manlet, if I had to describe him.
What?
So,
that's terrifying.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, Willem Dafoe is the only actor who ever played a villain in a Marvel movie who was creepier without the mask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, exactly. So the thing is, she's getting older, probably less attractive, you know. So
just a bit.
When this first started, it was like a rampage. I mean, there probably wasn't a dick in town that wasn't serviced. This time, obviously,
title dicks.
This time, she's looking to find another protector provider, I think, or something of that nature, you know.
Gotcha.
So
good luck with that.
So, yeah, well, fine by me. And the reason I'm even calling in is because you guys mentioned that administrative violence manual.
Yes,
I definitely have to get my hands on that before this all begins. So
yeah, we got to talk about putting it up full time because we've gotten a lot of requests for that. So I think we
got to find an actual service that will like take the money and then do the downloads. Okay, because it's getting kind of stupid, and it's a webinar. It's like, is it 6 or 8 hours long?
All together is like 6 hours long. Yeah.
So I will absolutely have to check that out. So
because we're sir, keep in touch.
Like we've already arranged to separate going to be gone in a couple of months, and then in where I am, you have to be separated for a year before you.
So you're in Texas
Yeah.
or something?
Canada.
Canada.
Hence the weird logo here. That's the CDC logo. With
I was wondering about that.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
All right. Well, let's get on to the next guy.
All right, man. Thanks for
All right.
calling in. Keep us posted. All right.
All right. Keep us
Cheers,
posted,
guys.
bro.
Take it easy.
Will do.
Man.
That's just a beatdown, man.
It is a beatdown and a half. The poor dude stuck with her for this long, too, even after finding out.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
I couldn't do it either.
I'm like, nope.
We got Bodhisattva over on. I got the Indian thing on my brain now. After that, been listening to you both since 2017. Love you like brothers. You both kept me from pulling the trigger of my Glock 30 when it was in my mouth. Thank you both. Sincerely, number 411. Thank you for checking back in, sir. I love that everybody remembers their number.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Oh man, and we got another chat in from Gendai. 351. He sent us a video called "Pop on Groceries." Let's check this one out. The calls have been very good tonight, so we may or may not get to the videos, but we definitely have some chats and other fun stuff. We got some new cards from Fitzwell. Let's check this one out here. "Pop on Groceries."
Remember, one day you will buy a food item with a longer expiration date than your own.
He's not wrong.
He's not wrong at all.
He's so right, man.
It's funny because it's true.
Oh shit!
Oh wow, that's a good one right there.
That was a good one, man. Woo.
Funny shit. Oh man, Bub X sent us a cheers emoji. Thank you very much. And Alucard wants me singing, because of course he does. Here we go. We did have a request for singing pop. You guys are jackasses. Always want to watch the same shit over and over again. Pick new videos.
Look at me, I wanna be the captain of the sea.
About time.
The poop deck ain't for me. I'd rather steer us to debauchery.
Careful what you ask for, video guy. Careful what you ask for.
The murder horse horns. It just doesn't do it for me.
Hey, I know you look like Maleficent.
Yeah.
That's good times. Well, we got the man with the golden voice on the line, Jerry from Boston. How you doing, sir?
Shalom, brothers. Can you hear me okay?
We got you.
All right. Just want to make sure I'm coming through loud and clear. Blake, do me a tiny favor.
I got your email already.
No, not that. But can you take my icon and make it full screen? I want to show it to everybody. I saw this sign on the USS Salem, which is an old battle cruiser parked at the Quincy shipyard.
A bag of trouble.
And okay, I'm sorry it's cut off, but at the bottom it says syphilis and gonorrhea.
And she's got the French beret on too.
Yeah, well, that's what they were warning the servicemen. It was like, she may be a bag of trouble.
Yep.
Syphilis and gonorrhea.
And is this the bag of trouble that you sent us the photos of here?
No, actually, no. This is actually I never caught her actually fucking somebody else, but
do I have permission to show these, or are we just talking about her?
I won't mention her name. I want you and Pop to both see her picture, because this was back when I was dating her. Okay. And she's got that she's got the cheesy necklace I got her at like King Richard's Fair or something on one of our first dates.
She looks like Debbie Gibson with a thyroid problem.
Well, I kind of thought she looked like a young Stevie Nicks, but she had amazing lips, great eyes, and fantastic pair of legs. You can't see the legs in the picture, but anyway,
amazing lips when they're wrapped around your cock.
No, just look at her. Just look at her. She's got great freaking lips. She's not exactly full German, but she's kind of close to it.
It's not.
Okay.
The thing is, nice full lips is not always a guarantee of a good time. I speak from experience.
No, you're right. You're right.
You're absolutely true.
And it's always a letdown when that happens.
One of the best blowjobs I got in my life was from a woman that had like no lips at all.
Yeah,
like visible lips.
Chicken lips.
Chicken lips, yeah.
I guess, yeah. Okay, that's a good one.
That's
but anyway, I met this girl. I drove a taxi. I drove a taxi off and on for 10 years. But I drove this girl home from a party, the one from the pictures, the one I'm telling the story about. I drove her home from a party. Somebody had stolen her gold chain, and she was very upset. And she was about 10 miles. She lived about 10 miles from where the party was. And I brought her home, and it was a very ritzy suburb of Boston, a town of Milton. And she lived there with her mother and her stepdad. Her stepdad was an electrical engineer. He was a bass player in a Bob Seger cover band. And he was maybe
in trouble just from that description.
Yeah.
No. He was a genius guy. He played the bass like nobody's business.
Oh no, I'm sure he's fine, but as soon as you say stepdad, you're introducing a world of trouble.
No, you're absolutely right. And I didn't find out till about a year. I was with her for about like a year and a half, but I didn't find out till like 7-8 months later. Her mother told me that her original dad used to touch her. So, go figure.
Okay, so this is one of those situations where it is more than understandable for it to be that. Okay, got it. Yeah.
Okay.
Heavy use and widowing are the two that we really understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of variables that come into play. But anyway, I was dating her. Like I said, I ended up dating her for like a year and a half altogether. But after I dated her for 6 months, I brought her home. Well, didn't bring her home, brought her to meet my mom. And we sat in the living room. My mom, of course, being Irish, made some tea and sat and talked. And of course, my mom got along with everybody. The two of them chatted them up. And then I went into the kitchen to get some water for my dog. I brought my dog with me. And my mom followed me into the kitchen, and she pulled me aside. She said, now, mind you, I'm 26 at the time. And Karen she had just turned 22.
Okay.
And my mom says, you should be ashamed of yourself. I was like, what are you talking about? She was like, you're dating a girl that age. What are you talking about? She looks like she's 15. Ma, she's 22.
Some chicks just look younger.
Yeah, no, she did. And I said, I was like, and now we're in the kitchen, which is the back of the house. I was like, Karen, yeah, you got your driver's license? Yeah, pull it out, get it ready.
You're getting guarded by your mom.
My mom's shushing me. No, don't. She was like, I can't believe she's 22. Anyway, regardless, I was for her birthday, for Karen's birthday. This is back, like I said, 93, 94. I got Karen a Super Nintendo console. Do you know why? Because I used to stay at her house a couple of nights a week on my nights off. Never slept in the bed with her because she lived with her mom and her stepdad. I would sleep on the couch, but I used to play Super Nintendo. So I bought her a console. Now, here's the thing. In September of 94, now, Blake, you were probably, if my calculations are correct, you would have been 7?
11.
Yeah.
11. Okay. Mortal Kombat.
Way off.
Oh, sorry. Well, I was flattering you. I thought you were younger.
I still have kind of a baby face, but the white hair is going to give that shit away now. I can't get away from that.
I'm sorry. I thought you were 37. Sorry. Anyway,
37?
Mortal Kombat 2 was just coming out. It was just being released on Super Nintendo, and well, actually, it came out on Genesis as well, and whatever other platforms were available. So I had $80 in cash from working the night before. and I was going to go to Toys R Us to get Mortal Kombat 2. And she said, "Oh, I'll go with you." I was like, "Okay." And she said, "Can you stop at CVS on the way?" I was like, "Yeah, sure, no problem." So I pull into CVS, and she gets out of the car. I'm listening to the radio. She's in there for like 10 minutes, 15 minutes. She comes out, and she says, Can I have $2? I'm $2 short, and all I've got is 420s. And I was like, "Well, okay, you need $2 here. This is what I got." So I hand her a 20. She goes back in the store. She's in there for another 20 minutes. She comes back out, and she's got like 2 bags with her. I said, "Okay, you got my change?" No, there is no change.
Oh,
What are you talking about? You said you needed fucking $2. And she said, "Oh, well, you blah, blah, blah." And I said, "Listen to me. All right. I'm going to buy a game, which is why I fucking left, to buy a game that costs $59 plus tax. All right. And it's going to fucking cost me $62. And now I've only got $60. So I'm not going to be able to buy the fucking game." So she grabs the bags. She goes into the fucking CVS, and she goes in, and I guess she fucking returns everything. And then she fucking comes out and she gives me my money back. And she's crying all the way to fucking Toys R Us. And I go into Toys R Us and I get my Mortal Kombat 2, and I come back out and she's still fucking crying.
The game of blame and shame, man.
Yeah.
I didn't fall for it. Go fuck yourself. Fucking, you asked for $2.
The Boston's really coming out of your accent now, Gary.
Jerry.
Gary, Jerry. Fairy.
Bullberry.
Gary, you freaking fairy. Bullberry.
Well, you can tell. So that shows how much of a professional I am, that I can do voiceover work without the fucking Boston accent.
I know. But when the emotion comes out, you go full Boston.
Boston.
By the way, it's not Boston, it's Boston. Boston.
You got to play in the yard.
My buddy Jimmy Vanna, he's called it Boston.
Boston.
By the way, if people from Boston that watch movies cringe at people trying, like Alec Baldwin in The Departed has the absolute worst fucking Boston accent ever.
Right, so did you break up with this girl? What happened?
Well, here's what happened. So I wear contact lenses, okay? So I used to stay over her house a couple of nights a week. I'd sleep on the couch, but I would wear contact lenses, and I wouldn't sleep with the contact lenses. So I would have the solution and the little cup I'd leave it in the medicine cabinet. So one day I get up, I go to work from her house, from her parents' house, and I go to work. And I'm halfway through my shift. I used to work from 4 p.m. to 2 a.m. And I realized, I was like, holy fuck, I don't have my fucking lens kit. I left it at her house. So after I dropped off my next fare, I drove over to her house, and I didn't have a key. So I rang the doorbell, and she comes to the door, opens the door, steps out onto the porch, and closes the door behind her.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
that's not unusual or anything.
Yeah, no. Here's where it gets good. She said, "Hi, what's going on? What do you need?" I said, "Well, I left my contact lens kit in your bathroom." And she's like, "Oh, I'll go get it for you." Mm-hmm. So I said, "Yeah, okay. Who's in there?" And I just reached for the door, and I walked in, and there's this dude, fully clothed. She was fully clothed. It took her no time to answer the door. So I'm not saying that nothing didn't happen at all, but I didn't catch them in the act. So the guy's in the kitchen, and I was like, "What's up, dude?" He was like, "Yeah, hey, what's up?" So I go into the bathroom, I grab my contact lens kit, and come back out. And he's like, "Oh, we're just talking about photography." And supposedly he was a photographer or whatever. Anyway, I was like, "All right, well, I'm going back to work. Have a good night." And I fucking never called her in.
Okay.
Done.
So that was
whatever happened to her.
By the way, Pop, or Blake rather, you said earlier about telling your woman that you got fired. When I was living with my ex-wife, we weren't even engaged yet. This is like 1999, 2000. She was making dinner, and she was like taking like the pots and pans out from the cupboard underneath. And she was like, "How was your day?" I said, "I got fired." She dropped the fucking whole cookie sheet and fucking 3 other pans. I should have known. She just dropped it in shock. I was joking because I didn't get fired, but I should have known right then. Knowing what I know now, I should have fucking just moved out right then.
Yeah, that would have been a.
Yeah, I got you.
That's a red flag, man, big time.
By the way, got a humorous note for you, a follow-up. I got married in 2001. I got divorced in 2006. She got the house, but I found out from a friend of her cousin's that my ex-wife died suddenly July 5th, 2023.
I wonder what did that. I don't know.
Yeah, well, there was no. I checked. I'm not on Facebook anymore. I got kicked off, but I saw her brother's page at the time, 2023. I saw her brother's page and I saw her sister's page, and they both just said, Maureen's dead. But there was nothing leading up to that. Like, pray for her. She's fighting a battle. So she probably had a heart attack like her older brother Chucky did. Chucky died when he was 43. So she probably had a heart attack.
Yeah,
but
whatever.
yes, Blake, the gesture that you made, there's no doubt that played a part.
I'm sure.
All right. Shalom, gentlemen.
All right.
Thank
Take
you
it
for
easy.
having me on. Peace and long life.
Take it easy, Jerry.
Cheers.
Let's get to the next guy.
Oh, always a pleasure to have Jerry on the show.
Hell yeah.
The stories just keep on coming. Jack X23, my girlfriend took me in when I had no money and let me rebuild. Now we have a kid on the way and clearing $100K a year with plans to expand. Hey, it's awesome, man. If you find a woman who will help you build, that's never a bad thing.
It's exceedingly rare, though.
Exceedingly rare, exactly. So when you find it, good stuff.
Yeah, pull on Murdoch 68.
Well, we got guys who have called in ahead of them. Hang on, I'm just jumping through a couple chats here to get to them. Alucard, the dog man called. She wants you to sing, and she wants snoo snoo. Bring beer and a tent. Gents, don't knock on the tent when it's a rockin'. P.S. No homo. You sure about that? Sounds kind of homo to me. I'm just saying.
I hate this one, man.
Oh my!
I can't believe people watch a whole concert of that. That's insanity.
Yeah, why would you?
I don't know.
It's kind of strange. All right, just ahead of Murdoch, we got Lord Devonshire. How you doing, sir?
Hello, fellas. Can you hear me okay?
Just a dollar bill. Is that all you have left after she took you for everything you had?
It felt like it, yeah. First of all, before I get started, if I launch into a coughing fit, I'm getting over a cold, so I just want to
okay.
Apologize for that. So I guess I can set this up by a series of red flags that were just totally ignored.
Okay.
Blatantly. Like the red flags were like safety orange.
Safety orange. Okay.
So I guess these other guys have been sharing like the setup to the story and all that. So I guess I will. So I grew up here in Southwest Michigan. Never really been anywhere. I moved to Atlanta, Georgia around 2001. I went to Western Michigan. I played a lot there. It was unbelievable. You guys probably know all about that, right?
What, the pussy in Michigan?
Amazing. Especially in Kalamazoo.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay. I had a girlfriend who went to school there, so I get it.
Yeah. So, anyways, I moved to Georgia in 2001. Did my thing there, and like right at the time that I was deciding to move back to Michigan. Who knows why I did this? But that's the choice I made. And there was this girl at the local sports bar I would hang out at. It was like a month before I decided I was going to leave. She started sitting next to me. Blah, blah, blah. Things happen. I start hitting on her, whatever. We turn into something. And the dude that was the bartender, here's the first red flag. Now, mind you, he's a coworker of this chick.
All right.
He goes, hey, bro, is she Mrs. Right or right now? Because she's bad news. You need to stay away from her. Like, this dude totally said that to me.
Okay.
So I explained why she's okay and she's a great girl.
She's different. She loves me. She's good people.
It was terrible. So I ended up moving back. To Michigan here. And we would visit back and forth about every couple months. And then she knew I was going to buy a house up here. That was my plan. I was going to buy a house and do my thing and whatever. And then one day she says, well, I'll move up there with you if you buy a house. So what do I do 2 weeks later? I call her back and I'm like, hey, I got this house I got an accepted offer on. And it goes from there. And so anyways, she moves here. Everything is like all right, but there was like red flags before. Like I should have made notes before this, but
it's all right.
It is going. Because seriously, this is a pretty messed up story. Like I could talk to you guys for like 2 hours on this, but I'll try to keep.
We'll try to condense it. Yeah.
So anyway, she moves up here. Everything's going good. And then we were drinkers at the time, doing it, she was a restaurant employee, whatever. That's how I met her in a sports bar. So I noticed that people are starting to act weird around me at the places that we hang out at. And this is something that I don't think anybody else has mentioned yet, but like other people start acting weird.
Because they know she's getting glucked and chucked.
Can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
What are you talking to us on?
On just on my cell phone.
On your cell phone, okay.
Yeah.
And people are having a hard time hearing you.
Okay, is this helping?
Yeah, it helps a little bit. Let me see if I can adjust your mic volume.
Okay.
Try that.
My like I said, I'm getting over a cold, so I'm having a little trouble.
I just boosted your mic volume, so that should help.
So the people are acting weird about a word around you, and you ignored it.
Yes.
Okay.
And then
we've all been there.
The body language of her when certain people would walk into a certain place would change. Like I was noticing this stuff, and once again, not paying attention. So then time passes, and I got let go from a job. No, I didn't get let go. I was about to be let go because the place was like about ready to close their doors and sell out. So I got a job at the local paper mill. And that means swing shifts and being at work all the time. So as I'm at work, things are getting more weird, but it's like weird because like, man, I'm making the most money I've ever made. It's like the dumbest job ever, but it pays like crazy.
Did you marry this woman?
No, sir.
Good, thank God.
So time goes on. And like I said, I have like millions of stories, but time goes on, and then there's I was on night 12s, and I got sent home early at 3 a.m. And I had been trying to get a hold of her all night. So I get home at like 3:20, whatever, however long it takes me to get home. Here's her cell phone on the kitchen counter. Okay. So one of my best friends at the time, I think he still is. I broke up with him as a friend. But he was a corrections officer at the local jail.
Okay.
So I was like, well, there's two things that are happening here. She's either in jail for drunk driving, or she's just staying at somebody else's house. And he lived. Here's where the weird thing gets. This is ironic and weird. He lived like 2 blocks away from me.
Okay.
So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna wheel around the block, see if said individual, ex-friend, is home. If he's home, he has no idea what's going on. If he's gone, he's probably at work. And maybe he can tell me that she went to jail.
All right.
So, well, his truck's at home. All right, now I don't know what's going on. I turn the corner, come back around. Guess whose car I see in a different person's driveway?
Ah.
Now I got to rewind. So when I started at that paper mill, I couldn't take days off. Because if you took a day off during your probation period, then you're automatically fired.
Uh-huh.
So, and that included one of her days that was her birthday.
All right.
So she was resentful for that, but she kept talking about this guy that kept buying her drinks that night. She's in that guy's house. So I drive back to my house, stomp around the kitchen for a while. What do I do? What do I do? And I said, to hell with it. I got to know. Went back to the house. Went in there. I can't believe I didn't get murdered.
Okay.
And they were hit. She and this dude was both sleeping in his bed or pretending to sleep. And come to find out, this fella was he was engaged and unemployed. But the reason why he was unemployed was because he announced he was running for county prosecutor.
Oh, okay.
And his boss fired him because of that.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
So basically, he was cheating on his fiance with my girlfriend. I'm in his house, like, get your ass out of here. He's playing dead, sleeping. Like, I could tell he was awake, but he would not engage.
All right.
So, yeah, so like a long culmination of red flags. I knew she was cheating. I knew something was up. And it just got so blatant that I had to go in some guy's house.
So did you get rid of her?
Oh, yeah. So after that, it was just, I had to wait like 3 weeks for her dad to get vacation time to come and get her and take her away.
Whatever happened to her? Did you ever check up?
Yep, she's still single. A dog mom. She works for the film industry as a
fluffer.
No, like I think she would. Last I heard, she was into like carpentry or something like that for like making sets.
All right, well, that's good work, I guess.
I mean, yeah, she's doing well, like financially, but like, she's never had a meaningful relationship since.
Bummer. All right, man.
Hey, before you let me go.
Yeah.
You asked the other guys how long you've been watching or whatever.
Yeah. How long you been watching, brother?
I've probably been with you for like probably since you almost started. I found you through like Sandman and like all that other like stuff that was going on about 8-10 years ago.
Yeah, we got to have him back on the show. I like talking to that guy.
Yeah, it's been forever, and I really enjoy everything. And yeah, keep it up, man, because you guys are doing awesome.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Lord Devonshire.
And if you guys got any, I got topics about women who cheat, and one of the most stories about the craziest, most vile woman I've ever come across.
Ooh, write that one up.
Write that up and email it to us.
Yeah, we'll do a ride and roast on that one.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So, anyways, I appreciate your time.
Take it easy, brother.
Yep. All right, guys.
See ya.
Yep.
All right. Now, I'm aware that we have a new video from Billy Von Baum. So before I do a couple more super chats, I suppose we need to introduce them as a barbershop quartet.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, don't care what you gotta say. Whatever it is, it's probably lame. If you want some advice and need some help, oh, how about you go F yourself? Go yourself. Oh, F yourself.
And that's the show. Good night, everybody.
Fucking awesome, man. Holy shit, that was hilarious.
Wow. That may be the best one yet. That's fantastic.
Steve with a beard. Oh my God, that was hilarious.
Woo. That was awesome. Billy, I bow to you.
We are not worthy.
We are not worthy.
We are not worthy.
That is fabulous. I jumped over to the email to take a quick look here. We have some cash apps I don't want to miss. We got 5 sent to us from HKC. Thank you very much, sir. Dustine Doyle also sent in $50. So it means you get one of these, good sir. If I can find it, here it is.
We're not worthy. We're not worthy.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, thank you. And he says, never trust a woman. They drew first blood, not me. Boss sent in 50 as well. Holy crap. He says, for Take the Pain, Barnes Platoon, bid, stat, I've taken rock, what? I don't know. But you got another one.
Platoon when Barnes says, take the pain.
Take the pain.
Yeah.
We're not worthy. We're not worthy.
I had a platoon sergeant used to say that all the time. That was way before the movie even came out.
Nice. And Susan McCarley sent in 30 over on Cash App. Says, great show tonight. Thank you very, very much, Suze. Zenier Alter sent in 7. It's a very specific amount. Nothing wrong with that. We really appreciate you. And that brings up our next caller, who is Murdoch. Y'all know him. Y'all love him. Welcome back to the show, sir.
Hey, how you guys doing today?
Pretty good. We saw you waiting in the background in your truck.
Waiting in the wings.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm about to leave and head up north, so to the wonderful snowstorm. Yay.
Oh, yay. Yeah. Oh, it hit here, but definitely was much worse north of us from what I understand.
Yeah. So, tell us your story, man.
So, well, you guys read my story about me finding my ex-wife in bed with another man, and I kind of laughed it off and said fuck it and kicked her out. And I got an update. I found out she married a guy he looks like he's in his 60s, to be honest with you, with a 10-year-old kid, and she ended up moving to Alabama. And, yeah, and I'm like, wow, okay, he kind of went downhill on that one.
It all depends, actually. From what my wife and I actually have some friends who are, when they lived here, were like hardcore liberal. They moved to Alabama, and now they have this thing that they've never had outside of Michigan. Oh yeah, freedom. And they've really flipped their script on a lot of issues. It just actually going to a state that doesn't tax you into oblivion and actually kind of gives you some space to breathe and doesn't try to regulate every little thing you're doing has really kind of woken them up a bit. So I have hope. I have some hope. Sorry, I didn't interrupt, but feel free.
So how long ago did you find her cheating on you?
Oh God, this was 2011.
Okay.
It was 2011, and like I said, I went in and I felt, what was it? I ended up going to work, and then I had to come home because I forgot some paperwork, and then that's when I found her in bed with the other guy, and and the thing of it is the guy smelled so bad. Oh my God, It smelled like you hadn't taken a shower in like freaking years. And I was like, how the fuck are you even in that room?
So he was full Amish stink?
Oh, God, yeah. Oh, it was bad. It was bad. I mean, it made my eyes water. That's how bad it was.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, so that's kind of the reason why I just started laughing, because I was like, you know what? At least I know where the shower is. But
hopefully she didn't gargle before she swallowed. Okay, that's terrible. I'm sorry.
Dude, to be honest with you, after I found her in the bed with the stinky dude, I never went back in that room.
I wouldn't.
I was like, I ended up spending like, what was it? I think extra 6 months in the house before I moved out and got my own place.
So did you cleanse the room with fire, or?
Oh hell no! I went to the guest bedroom. I never walked into that room again.
Just saying, take off and nuke the site from orbit. That's the only way to be sure.
Well, now she's stuck with this. Yeah, she's stuck with a 6-year-old kid or a 6-year-old dude, and she's got a 10-year-old kid now.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
All right.
And living in Alabama.
Alabama.
So I got a few questions for you. All right. So my current wife that I've been with for 11 years. Well, actually, I'm going on 12 years this year. I'm kind of thinking about leaving her, actually. So,
okay,
because this is what's been going on. Last 2 weeks, I've slept in my truck for the last 2 weeks because her family came down from Indiana, and she didn't want me there because I don't fit in with the family. They're
fuck her.
Yeah, they're all Democrats, and they're if you don't have a college degree, you're pretty much worthless. And of course, I don't have a college degree, but I don't really care.
Wow.
And so yeah, I've been spending last 2 weeks in my truck, and the other thing is she's turned off we have that Life 360 because, for my daughter and my wife and my mom, so that they know what time I stop, so they don't call me while I'm sleeping. And she's disconnected from that. She's I can't find her on the Apple phone. She's, turned off her location altogether. So I'm like, yeah, this is starting to get red flags here.
Yeah, I got you.
And then what was it? I was home on Tuesday, and she's like, "You think you should move out?" And I was like, "Sure."
Wow.
Okay.
And
Okay.
that's wow.
So yeah, she's been hanging out with her mom and her sister a lot, and
do you have a daughter with this woman?
I don't. I have 2 stepdaughters.
Oh, okay.
So they're her daughters, but I don't. Well, I have 2 kids, but they're not alive. So, but I've been staying there for the youngest one because me and my youngest are like this. We're really tight. So, but yeah, I think I kind of wanted your opinion. I think she's probably either cheating or about to.
Sounds very likely.
All right. Do you have a computer in the house that is like open to everyone?
No. All I have is, well, here's the good part. I own her cell phone. I own her tablet. I own her Apple Watch. So when I leave, I'm taking everything.
There you go.
You could go get all the historic text messages. You just write the company or whatever.
There you go.
And that'll answer a lot of your questions.
Yep. Because there's a lot of states where proof of infidelity basically wipes the slate clean, and they can't come after you for shit.
Well, the thing of it is I'm not legally married to her.
Oh,
so they can't come after me for legally anything.
Good.
Well, it looks
So-
like you're coming up on the second review then.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty much. And I'm kind of like, you know what? I think it's time to bail out. You know.
All right. Well, I mean, these are answers you have to, of questions and answers you have to, answer within your own self.
Yep.
Yeah.
I totally get it. And if you're real close to the youngest daughter, there might be some, emotional pain there for you.
Without a doubt.
That you need to be prepared for.
Yeah. Yeah, that's going to be the hard part.
Yeah. So I can't answer those questions for you. You're going to have to do it for yourself.
Yeah. I mean, I think you assess the situation logically, and it seems like you're kind of mentally prepared for most of it. So I wish you luck.
Yeah, brother.
Yeah, I kind of am. I mean, I'm kind of like, I think my thing is I think she's been with her mom and, her sister too long, and, her sister's a worthless human being. I mean, she's got permanent STD. She got a guy to marry her and have 2 kids with, and what was it, a couple years ago she's an alcoholic.
Oh,
and he came out, speaking of the guy that just left, he came out and said, yeah, it's just cheaper to keep her. And I said, bullshit, it is.
Yeah.
I'm like,
if you don't have any dignity, it is cheaper. Because dignity is fucking expensive, and you shouldn't waste it on shit like this.
It's not expensive. It's priceless.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, the only kind of respect that truly matters is self-respect. So never sacrifice that for anyone.
That's right, brother.
Well, and then what was it? What was it? The other thing that's been kind of bugging me lately is since November I've been in and out of the hospital, and sometimes she shows up, sometimes she doesn't. And
what do you got going on?
3rd stage kidney failure with gout.
All right. Hey, are you taking any supplements for that?
No, I'm actually, what is it? I'm taking allopurinol, which is kind of like taking a garden hose to a forest fire. Yeah, it doesn't work. And mycophenolate, and then I'm also taking sodium bicarb as well.
All right.
So
send me an email to Redonkulas12. I have a list of supplements for kidney problems. I have a little bit of kidney damage from take Motrin and drink water days in the Army.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it actually it's improved my my kidney function quite a bit. Also, I lost 35 pounds. So that's another thing that could help you out. If you dump a bunch of weight, you'll probably rebound, and if you can stabilize your kidneys, you won't have to worry about it anymore.
Yeah.
Actually, believe it or not, last November I was 294 pounds, and I am down to 267 right now.
Keep it going.
Get down to 220.
So,
yeah, you need to dump a lot of weight, man.
Yeah, keep it going, man.
Oh yeah, the bad part is
stuff.
Yeah, the bad part is being a truck driver and not having access to good food. It's hard,
I got you.
All right, brother. Well, we're gonna get going on to the next call. We got 3
What?
more up, but
hey, thank you guys for your help. You guys have a good night.
Send us that email. Send us that email.
Yes.
All right, I definitely will.
Don't
All right,
forget.
brother. I'll talk to you.
All right.
Take it easy, man.
Later.
Wow. Never any shortage of shit hitting the fan, is there? Woo.
Nope. There's always more shit, and the fan just gets faster and faster.
Yep. And these next 3 calls will be the last. As a result of the calls, we're definitely not going to be doing a new tech jump or a fucked up but funny tonight. So sorry about that, but it'll be ready for next week. We got a couple of chats over on the YouTube side of things. Alex Rawls, good evening, Pop, the crew, gentlemen of the stories, and the chat. Hope all are doing well. Pop put this towards the plumbing emergency, which is all fixed right now, right?
Yeah, it is, but there's
now?
going to need to be a major thing done probably in the next year or two.
Gotcha. Gotta love those. Oh, Dinocide! Holy crap! Haven't seen you in forever, man. Good to see you. Slow at work. Boss gave me tomorrow off and paid for. Sharing the small victories, Jens. Cheers, Narf.
Thank you so much.
Good to see you, Dinocide. It's been forever and a day, man. All right. Next call is Death by Snoo Snoo. If you're there, unmute your mic so I know you're there. All right. Here we go. How you doing, sir? Is this Alucard?
You're not coming in. I can barely hear you.
There he is. Cannot hear you at all.
Very low. Very low.
Check your settings.
You're coming in very faint.
How's that?
Yeah, we got you now.
Now we got you.
I had to switch to the webcam mic. So, yeah, I got 2 exes. I'm not much of a storyteller, but the first one was a jealous girlfriend who knew my phone number and phoned me and let me know. So that kind of blindsided me. And I was pretty blue-pilled, so I was dumb. Agreed to go to counseling. She blamed me, of course.
Of course.
You know, if only I had been a better husband.
That they call it counseling, but really it's the Let's Blame Men fun time hour.
Yeah.
Counseling and crucifixion both start with a C.
Yeah.
So does Grunt. Sounds refreshing.
Actually, the funny thing is the counselor eventually was like, just divorce her. So, you know it's bad when the counselor is like, just bail.
Bail.
Yeah, but not before she got into something with another guy. But the first guy, he was, I found out that he was shooting heroin.
Oh.
And she was like letting him raw dog. And then she's raw dogging with me. And it's like, well, thanks for, you know, putting me at risk for AIDS or something.
The HIV, yeah, that's fucked up.
But you know, we all know like the women, they don't think very clearly.
No.
This
And they love to try to talk about men wanting to, you know, to forego the no glove, no love treatment. But really they are way worse about it. Way worse.
Yeah. So after a year of trying to be on good behavior like an idiot, I got suspicious again, and then I can't remember how, but I figured out how to get into her voicemails.
Okay.
And so it was another dude, and he's like, "I'm showered, waiting in bed for you."
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, and that was a stupid one because her motorcycle broke down one day, and I was in the middle of work. She called me, so I managed to get out of work and like zip over to try and help her. And apparently she was still mad at me because I didn't like do it fast enough or whatever. And then this guy, I guess, stopped by, exchanged numbers, and then she started hanging out with him and
she went for the
plowed
sperm shake.
Yeah,
getting plowed.
So yeah, after that, I was like, okay, I'm done. So I handed her the divorce papers.
Damn.
Well, how long ago was that?
Oh, long time. We divorced in 2008. So
whatever happened to her?
We don't communicate much. She's got no kids. It's actually kind of funny. A female friend wanted to see a picture of her for some reason. I haven't looked her up in years, and she got fat. So she used to make fun of my weight, and she was like 120 pounds, 5'6", ate crap, never exercised. So I guess it caught up with her eventually.
Oh, good.
And I was like, whoa. And my friend is like, I showed her an older picture, and she's like, wow, this woman's like, she doesn't even look like the same person anymore.
So she's tidally locked by gravity in box wine and Catland.
It's kind of like Whoopi Goldberg now looks like Jabba the Hutt ate Whoopi Goldberg and took out some of the genetic.
All right, so what's the next one?
Next one was my ex-girlfriend, and I was very suspicious. But she gaslit me big time and like turned on the waterworks and the lower lip and looked me in the eye and I never cheated. And we just split up because she cut the sex off and then it was weird. Right. I decided not to stalk her, and then I don't know, for some reason I had this premonition to check her Instagram a year later, and she had a link to an OnlyFans. Yeah. And then I found out her OnlyFans handle, and I was just Google searching, and that took me to, she was on Reddit, I guess, advertising. And then, boom, I found out she was on this cheating Reddit, And it was the time that I was suspecting back in 2018, and she's like just going back and forth with all these cheaters about how she's seeing these guys behind my back. So that was confirmation. I mean, I should have listened to my gut. So I kept that. I didn't contact her, but it was like I was so full of rage about just having pulling one over on me.
Yeah.
And then so finally I reached out. I don't know what it was, 4 or 6 months later, and just by email, and I was polite. I didn't like swear or nothing. Just told her I knew, and then she just threw it back in my face. She's like, "You expect an apology? No!" And I was like, "I'm blocking you. Leave me alone." Right? And so you know what they say: never contact an ex because you don't get closure. But that was closure because I realized what a horrible person she is.
That's right.
Look at that.
And how old is she now?
38.
Well,
so she's quite a bit younger than me. So the wall doth cometh.
Yes, it does.
She went the other way. She's looking like a skinny drug addict now. She's so skinny. She was like 120 when I was dating her. She like modeled.
So what you're saying is she messed up her life?
Yeah, I guess from what I could gather, there's a skinny fetish or something. So she's catering to that OnlyFans niche, I guess.
Aaron, when are you going to clean up this mess?
She's got a whole bunch of meth.
So I guess I should thank her for breaking up with me because she would have dragged me down with her.
Meth
dicks.
Terrible.
It's always the story.
Yeah. So those are my two. But yeah, now I can see it a mile away. My friend's girlfriend she split up, and a week later she's dating her work husband.
Of course.
From school, and then engaged 4 months later. And it's so funny. My friend is still blue-pilled, and he's like, "Huh, that's funny. She met the guy so soon after." And I'm like, bro,
come on.
She was dating him long before that, and he was plowing her. It's like, it's obvious. So now I can see the light starting to come on. He's like, yeah.
If you really want to fuck with him, you just simply say this.
Yeah.
One of those days when she came home and kissed you on the lips, just minutes prior to that, she was sucking a dick.
Oh.
So, there you go.
And then just one more quick one. An old friend hit me up. We hadn't talked in 25 years. Was sleeping in the mechanical room on a cot for 7 years before the divorce, and then suspected that she was cheating. She took him to the cleaners, alimony, the whole thing.
Oh.
And at one point, she threw a frying pan at the back of his head, and he had to go to the hospital. So I think the Pop says it all the time, but I think the moral of the story is don't get married.
Don't get married.
It's a trap.
Especially not to a meth addict. I mean, everybody likes a good denture adventure, but not like that.
The OnlyFans girl, she was really good in bed. So what can I say?
A little crazy, spotsy,
and beautiful. But so 3 years, I guess. And I don't know. So now I'm done. I've been monk mode for 6 years. I don't care anymore.
Same here, brother.
I can do my own laundry with the stackable set.
Yeah. I like my peace.
Yeah.
I can snap my own socks over my knee like kindling. Thank you very much. As long as you don't have to lick the smegma milkshake anymore, you're a happy camper, right?
All right, man. How long have you been watching the show?
Oh, I think I started with the dating scam coaches, like the Get Your Ex Back, and then somehow the algorithm drifted me towards Red Pill. So maybe she moved out in 2018, 2019. So probably around then.
All right.
And I was finding some of the other guys, and I just thought you're funny. So there's like the really black pilled guys, and it's a bit much. Where it's just like
those guys are like life sucks. It's got a shit. I'm not like that. I'm like life sucks, but let's laugh at death.
That's right. You gotta laugh. It's like I got a friend who's battling cancer, and they just went up his butthole, and I was like, well, at least you got a trip to Uranus, right? I just kind of got like, I got that black sense of humor.
All right, we got to move on to the next guy, brother.
Later, guys.
Take it easy.
Death by snoo. Oh, hot damn, bro. Okay, woo. All right, 2 calls left, and then we're going to just go full bore into super chats, but I'll read a couple more here. Labs sent us some monies. This says, hey, Maniacs, I'm still watching from Brazil. You helped me not cross to the nether, too. Oh, wow. Labs, if you're still watching it, this is the very fresh chat. Please send us your story. We would like to know exactly what happened and why.
Yeah, listen, because the way the shit is here, the politics, I need to get an email. You need to explain to me what happened. If you want us to leave your name out of it, that's fine. As long as, long as we can read it into the record and put it in our files.
We got a lot of naysayers. You haven't saved anybody. That's bullshit.
Yeah.
Kiss my ass.
Yeah, fuck them.
Mando, I forgot to mention the husband I nearly jodied was the most metro weeb guy you can imagine. That happens. Shooter 130. I'm not much of a storyteller due to a terminal case of ADH. Ooh, squirrel. But I sent mine in via email. Email is the same as my username. Oh, okay. Let me check this one out here. We'll read this one off real quick.
All right.
If I can find it. Squirrel brain. This may be you. It says, yes, got it. I was dating the chick for a little over a year, April 2022 through June of 2023, out of the blue. She drops the bomb on me that she wants to break up via text. Fast forward to August, and I'm hanging out at my house scrolling through Facebook when I come across a friend's suggestion. I don't know the man, but I recognize the chick in the picture doing the I just got engaged pose. Dun, dun, dun. I click on his profile, and sure enough, she's engaged to this dude barely 2 months after we broke up. What did I do about this? Well, I wish I had messaged the guy and let him know that she had to have been dating us both at the same time, but instead I just screen spotted the picture and sent it to a friend of mine with the caption, "Ain't this a bitch?" Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And unfortunately, it's all too common. Pitts, if you don't have the shits, please unmute your mic so I know you're there.
All right.
There he is.
Hey.
Pitts, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you guys doing?
We're doing all right, brother.
Hanging in there, just trying not to cough everybody to death. I'm like, you're like.
Oh, okay. All right. Understood. I emailed Pop back a while ago in regards to my daughter or my exes trying to change my daughter's last name.
Oh, shit.
Yes.
Okay.
And yeah, that didn't go too far. First of all, she didn't. Sorry about that. I'm at work right now, but that didn't go too far. One, she didn't do the research to realize that's actually a court proceeding. They don't just change the name because you feel like it. And number two, my auntie went after her, so scared her to death.
Auntie went after her? Is auntie like...
My auntie. My auntie went after her. Yes. My auntie went out there, yelled at her over the phone, straightened her right on out.
All right.
But as far as cheating, this is also her, 2014. Basically, I was working with the fire department back in New Mexico, and my ex was still in Illinois. Come back, find out a couple of years later, she was sleeping around while I was gone.
Okay.
From there is, it was her birthday. I'm taking her out. Trying to find out what's going on with her. I take my daughter for a get together. She calls me up. She's like, "Hey, are you driving right now?" I'm like, "I'm good. I need to tell you something. I need to see you to tell you."
Uh-oh.
Okay, understood. Get to her. I drop off my daughter at her mom's house. She's like, "Yeah, I want to be the first to tell you I had an affair while you were gone." I'm like, "What do you mean you had an affair while you were gone?" It took every muscle in my body not to pound that woman into the cement.
Equal rights.
Basically, I called every name in the book. I even made up a name that she hates. I called her Backseat Betty, and she hates that name.
All right.
Hates that name.
Call her a pap smear.
Pap smear. No, but basically
Pap
while I
smear
was
patty.
gone. But while I was gone, she met up with some dude she went to high school with. They were flirting back and forth on social media, and she's like, "It was an accident." I'm like, "So it was an accident that you left our daughter with your mom. You accidentally went across town, and you accidentally got in some dude's truck And yeah.
And then fell on his dick 220 times in a 5 to 7 minute period.
Yes.
Buddy.
Well, hey, Chris, what do you do for work?
Right now, I'm a retired firefighter, and I'm currently doing security. I'm in Arkansas right now.
You're in Kansas?
Arkansas.
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 How long have you been watching the show, Pitts?
I've been watching the show since I'm gonna say I had moved to Arizona first. I had to get far away from her before I heard her. But I moved to Arizona. It was 2018. Fun with Numbers. That was my first episode, and I was like, "Who is this guy?"
That brings back some memories.
Yes, and I just started going the rabbit hole down. What is his name? Donovan Sharp.
Yeah.
All of start going down that pattern. But your show, your page was what I was watching the most with. Those are classics. But yes, yours is primarily the reason why. I don't know if you want to add it to your numbers of, as you would say, stop your breathing addiction.
I got hey Pitts. If we helped you out, put it in an email, send it to us. We'll issue a number. Okay.
Okay, because it leads to that where I got to Arizona and basically I just broke. Before that, after she cheated, she decided, hey, I was blue pill, like, hey, we can work it out. Nope. Came home to an empty condo.
You got the tumbleweed treatment.
Yes. And also another one of your catchphrases, which I love because it happened this past Christmas, a slingback.
Oh.
Yeah, she tried to sling back. She's sending me subliminal messages at 2:00 in the morning. So I'm just picturing her sitting at home with a bottle of wine already empty. It's the holidays.
It's a box of wine now.
But yeah, cat laying. No, she actually with the opposite. She got a bunch of dogs now. Basically, my daughter, I love her, but she can't hold water. You know, whoever. First of all, the dude she slept with went back to his wife. She found another dude, and he got a bunch of kids and a bunch of baby mamas, and left her in the bathroom crying and yelling. And my daughter's just giving me all the info. So
wow,
I'm sorry, brother.
But I went to Arizona, and like I said, I went. It was one of the moments where I was really down and out, and I just got on, phone with Numbers, and I'm like, what the. And I just started going down there, and it helped me as far as just getting, mentally back on my feet and really just trying to get everything in my life going right. And so I do want to thank you guys very much. I do.
Thank you, brother.
Man. Yeah, sometimes just knowing that you're
not alone.
That's enough.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. That was the biggest thing. But I do appreciate you guys, and. Yeah, that was the cheating one that was my most recent ex. Married twice, divorced twice. I'm batting 1,000. So
you don't do it again.
Oh no! I got plenty of. I just actually fast forward. I just escaped one right before the holidays. Some chick, she just moved at light speed. She went from let's go have dinner to hey, we should get married. I want to get pregnant. Get me pregnant.
Oh shit!
Oh no!
Yeah, I moonwalked real fast from her.
Hell yeah!
All right,
and that was just this past.
We got to jump to the next guy, brother.
Yeah.
All right, I appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
Take it easy, Vince. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, well, when it comes to marriage and divorce, and contrary to popular opinion, third time is the harm, not the charm. It's not good.
That's right.
Dustine Doyle sent in another 55. Thank you very, very much, good sir.
We're not worthy! We're not worthy!
We might get 2 or 3 more lives saved.
Oh, maybe. Not a Krusty Sock sent in his lessons and whatnot in the email, so you got those in there now, Pop.
All right.
Just want to make sure you're aware of that. And we got Shooter 130 over on Rumble says, I'm not much of a storyteller. I already read that one. Okay, make sure. Mando, help me, Obi Cunt Kenobi. I'm your only thought. Obi Cunt Kenobi. Wow. Alucard, snot pocket zinc broth vessel mixed with pus that is green with the smell of death, aged 80 years in a coffin turned syphilis, black goo leaking out of while she goes down on your face.
God! Oh!
And he follows it up with, did I make Pop puke?
Yeah, you're pretty close.
You're getting there, brother.
That was bad. Stop.
I thought I would have gotten him with the smegma milkshake.
Stop!
Well, we're assholes around here. It's how we roll. But what do you say we turn it over to Brian Rangers? If you're there, unmute your mic so I know you're there, sir. Keeping an eye on you. I'm not seeing it unmuted. I'm not seeing it.
There we go.
Oh, there he is.
What's up,
Brian
guys?
Rangers, how you doing, sir?
Yeah, can you hear me, right?
Yep. Hey, you're loud and clear. Welcome back.
It's so thanks for reading the stories.
Anytime, brother.
That I sent in. I do apologize, especially probably you guys still remember the name, right?
Yeah, vaguely.
Vaguely.
There's lots of guys Rangers.
That method, where that woman, Washington,
okay.
That
In 3/4 of a mile, arrive at
Somebody's driving.
He's got a bitch in the box talking to him.
Yes.
You there, Ranger?
Are you there? Did we lose you?
I think we lost him.
Yes.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now. What's up?
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Perfect.
You're the Coast Guard, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I remember me now.
Yeah, with ugly mother,
Yes. Lieutenant Ugly Mother.
Yeah, she was
a hard one to forget.
So tell us your story.
Hey, so this one would be, it wouldn't be mine, it would be my cousin from New Mexico. And where he would live, you there?
Yeah, we're here.
You're just fine.
And then, because where he was from New Mexico, and this will be an extremely quick story, but my cousin, I always tell him all the time, if you're going to sleep with a woman, always make sure to pull out. Okay? And this is going to be crazy. So,
important.
Yeah. This is going to be crazy because her dad of this chick, that he was dating, the idiot, she was Native American. No hate, because I know some great Native American people.
They prefer to be known as casino owner Americans.
No. Hey, don't be putting words in my mouth. There's some great guys. But
I know.
They are.
I served with some Navajo guys. There's some bad motherfuckers.
Okay. Now let me hit you with the crazy part though. So, I'll have to deal with that later. But due to circumstances, he was all calling me and my cousin. He's my favorite cousin, just to let you know.
Okay.
So, but let me just for the record, I don't have any favorites though.
Okay.
So he lets me know when he's all stressed out that his dad is assuming that you made my daughter pregnant and it's all your fault and it's all your fault. And guess what I said? Guess what I said to the dad? And this is gonna be crazy. This is gonna be bad. Okay. This is gonna be something bad. Okay.
All right.
Because I told the dad. Because he's all doubling down, and then I just say, you know what? Have your daughter produce the kid. I'd like to run a DNA test because I know for a fact my cousin pulls out every time. No. And then the man gets scared, and here's where stuff gets crazy. I'm military, but I was trained pretty well from a sniper who turned out to be one of my closest mentors of mine. I learned some dangerous stuff from him. But he said, do reconnaissance immediately. And so I go in, and then the stories come out that this Native American family down in Ship Rock, New Mexico. Not to put anyone on blast, but this dickhead. The stories came out that he likes to touch his children. He likes to touch his own. Yeah.
Hey.
Yes.
That's bad.
And guess what? And guess what I said after I got that info? I'm pretty sure you slept with your own daughter.
Oh.
And then the man got scared, and that's when I went off. So you're trying to accuse a real man, which is my cousin, for stuff that you did because you're a piece of shit.
Wow.
But you want to tell my cousin, I know for a fact, my cousin is more educated than your stupid ass. No, Pop. It was a mess.
Yeah, I got you.
And the amazing part is that my cousin didn't want to press any charges, or get him, in prison or blasted, or you know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you.
But Pop, like I said, and this goes to the regiment. If you have a favorite cousin and he tells you like I've never once did nothing, you gotta make sure that everything lines up.
Of course.
Yeah. When the stakes are that high, you got to make sure everything's aligned.
Yeah.
But Pop, assuming my cousin made her daughter pregnant,
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
I know. It's a crazy story. I know, and that's because that's because I simplified it out. I simplified it because I care about other people's time.
I got you, brother.
But no, don't worry, Pop. Everything went well. It's just that's now something that my cousin has to live with. Like, I'm military, and I'm also a black pill man, and I'm immune to female nature. But I'm just saying, it's going to affect him because he's a very nice guy, and I still have to teach him about female nature and
of course,
just of how far it can go.
Yeah. So how long have you been watching the show, man?
9 years.
9 years since the beginning.
So I graduated high school, had a bad experience on a date, and then I was looking up reasons of why was this date so bad. And I was putting to myself, I wanted something in return, because the law of alchemy, nothing is made without nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the law of alchemy, which gets me in trouble because I'm Catholic, but hey, sometimes you gotta use whatever you got on you.
That's right. So, just because it's not your religion doesn't mean it's unwise.
No, Pop. That's just for an example of getting something for, you don't just get nothing out of nothing.
True story.
See? But for the most part, Pop, I've been listening to you guys. And I still remember when Pop made that story of how his ex left him and took everything, and then I knew a good friend of mine, Raj. He knew an evil woman, did the same thing, like a terrible job, have you do all the work, sign off all the papers, and then they fire you, and then the assignment all goes bad, and guess who they blame at the end?
Yep.
And like the sniper man told me, that's exactly what the federal government did to him.
Pretty much. All right, Rod Ranger, we got to get off here. We got to
get off here. Hey, God bless, and everyone take care, and I'll be sending some money to you guys because.
Thank you, man.
I love to call in, and whenever I call in, I ain't cheap. So.
All right, brother.
Take it easy.
Take it easy. No, always.
All right.
He's not wrong about women nature, bro.
Nope, he's not wrong. And it's only getting worse, unfortunately. Good ones are becoming harder and harder to find.
Mm-hmm.
All right. After Hours Bartender sent us a 20 with "You are amazing," a dancing little animated emoji. And I keep forgetting to mention this, but I did make y'all a promise, and I am a man of my word. Y'all wanted "Stay in the Fight, Live Out of Spite" on merch, and here it is. You got various different color patterns and whatnot. I wanted to make sure that it could go on different colored shirts. So you got the bad pop variety, the good pop variety. I got the winter hats here, "Stay in the Fight, Live Out of Spite," nice and embroidered. You got your mouse pad, your laptop sleeve, hats, tumblers, both white and black, or if you prefer, white supreme pizza and melanated. And we got some mug here. You got your koozies, you got your pint glasses, your rocks glasses, and it just goes on and on. So check it out. It's good stuff. If you want to know how to get there, go to redonkulas.com, front page, boom. Scroll down to here, official swag shop, load it up, boom, there it is. Out freaking standing. And if you don't buy the merch, that's fine. You can kiss my ass. All right. You want to get to the rest of the chats, Pop?
Yep, let's roll through them.
Okay. How's your bladder doing?
I'm doing okay. I'm
doing okay. All right. Just want to make sure if you took your blood pressure medication, you're always a little bit on the hair trigger by now. All right, so what do we got here? Tomahawk, I'll say it again. Everyone who requests singing Pop deserves a homo suspicion point. But since this was such a big hit, before we did the super chats the last time, I'm going to play it one more time, and then we'll get to the rest. If it'll, play.
It'll work.
It's not working.
Oh,
That's
shit.
strange. Are the videos not working at all? Yeah, the videos aren't working.
Oh, no.
Let's try this again. That's really bizarre. Yeah, the videos aren't working.
Oh, no.
Dun, dun, dun. Are they working on your side? See if you can click it.
Which one?
It's called, if you scroll down the videos, it's called Super Chat Time. It's right above Dave's crayons.
Hang on. It's on.
Really
it's on Super Chat Time?
Yeah.
Is it under media assets?
Yeah, I've never had this freeze on me before.
All right, so Super Chat Time. Are you there? Hello? Uh-oh. Looks like Blake got bounced out.
Yeah, it just booted my ass out.
Is it working now?
I guess we'll find out.
Oh, don't care what you gotta say. Whatever it is, it's probably lame. If you want some advice and need some help, oh, how about you go F yourself? Go yourself. Oh, F yourself.
I love Dave playing the
beautiful.
He's playing the saxophone.
Absolutely.
That's fucking awesome.
All right, we got the I'm going to bring up the cards from Airman Fitzwell here, and we'll get those read, since those are definitely part of the Super Chat Express. Boom. Blake's Cheese Charcuterie Board. Another one of these. Fishy feta. Coming from Greece and having a salty, tangy, and rich fishy taste, it will sure to please many discriminating palates. Having a creamy texture, it pairs with almost any dish. Made from the yeast of women who have yeast infections, every bite will have a distinct and pungent flavor. Pop enjoyed the fishy feta so much he now purchases it in bulk. Unaware of its origins, but you're very aware. He gobbles it up like his ex does with cocks. Definitely, allegedly. Take one card from any player for falling for this scam. Oh, we got another Blake dad joke here. My son was chewing on electrical cords, so I had to ground him. He's currently doing better and conducting himself properly. Nice.
That's pretty good.
Pop's dirty jokes. A man comes home carrying a bouquet of flowers. Wife says, I suppose I'll spread my legs now. The husband remarks, why? You mean you don't have a vase? It's not a bad question, Bert.
Yeah.
Homo suspicion point. Just in case, this card grants you one homo suspicion point decrease should you accidentally say or do something mildly gay. This card will not cover the following: accidental insertion of your weenus, tongue, or any foreign object or finger into a same sex as yourself person. Should you fulfill these requirements, take 2 cards from the deck. Fair.
Oh, no.
Pop's X number 74. I'm not saying she's fat. I'm just saying if I were to pick the 5 fattest people I know, she'd be 3 of them. Diabetes for Papabetus. Pop Safety Briefing 51. You are fat enough to stop eating.
That's actually pretty good.
That is very good. Master Debater Catalogs, the Smut Bundle. As you prepare for your hard statistics exam, you know you're going to fail if you don't get some help soon. Your buddy is an ace at stats and would help you under one condition. Give him your Ornpay. Give one player 4 cards from your deck. Oh no, here we go. The Fitzwillerman Dictionary pre-tard fuck levels. Oh, pre-fucktard levels. Interesting. A definition: going back to normal after the fuckwit that was in charge either retired or got fired. Used in a sentence: after winning the presidency, Trump reversed all of Biden's fucktardery, creating the pre-fucktard levels of insanity we saw pre-Biden. Also, once Dana was forced to retire early, the pre-fucktard levels commenced making the work environment less toxic and more productive. You are now in the know. Take a card from the deck. And that does it for the cards.
All right.
Interesting. MGTOW Mando, wasn't there some footage of Pop and Hillary found lately? I'm sure I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, no.
So good and tasty.
God damn.
Stop! Never again.
Oh.
Horrendous.
Jesus Christ.
Reynard 69. My story isn't particularly compelling. My ship went on a cruise that was supposed to be 2 weeks off coast of North Korea, and 6 changes of orders were 1.5 years in the Gulf. Came back to her wedding to someone else.
Oh my God.
Ow!
Yeah.
Well, that's one way to find out you broke up. Alucard here with 3 in a row. I have no choice. It's either Pop singing for Pop's girlfriend or be taken away to an Anunnaki zoo to be part of their collection. It's an interesting word. And he likes messing with us, of course. To Tomahawk. Here you go. How about Pelosi? I don't know if I have one of her up here. Let me go check around in here. I got Gross Hillary. Oh, here you go. That's already enough of that one.
That's horrible.
Awful indeed. Broken Pine 284. Oil patch rule. Never tell the spouse you are coming home. It's always a surprise when you show up. If she's a whore, boot her ass.
Yep, just don't catch a charge.
Yeah, don't catch a charge. Figuratively and literally, of course.
Don't give her Das Boot.
Das Boot. Good movie. Deus Ex Machina Prime sent in 50. Thank you very, very much, good sir.
We're not worthy! We're not worthy!
Rural Man Life in the chat. The red pill saying definitely applies to tonight's broadcast. She's not yours, it's just your turn.
Absolutely.
Thanks to all the gentlemen who opened up about their previous relationship disasters. That's right, not all disasters end in divorce. Remember that.
And don't let a divorce end in disaster.
Yes. Krusty Sock said, check your email. We did get it. Thank you very, very much. Alucard 1776. Must cause chaos. Can't ignore my destructive programming. Must cause chaos.
I'm the same way, bro.
Huh?
I've been called the chaos magician more times than once.
Damn right. Pop says, shit, he's loose. Well, she's loose too. Cliff 3188. I hope those divorcee dog moms receive some heavy karma. Dog walker scream, please. Well, this one never gets old. We all know that.
It never gets old.
Nope. Mando, dad joke for you, Blake. What do pirate ships and the regiment have in common? Both are populated by riggers.
Yeah, yeah.
Rigor and proud of it. All right, I'm going to jump on over to the Odyssey chat here. We do have some memes from Blankets to share. Let's check them out. Big balls first day at Doge. Nice.
Yeah.
Yes, there we go. I like that one. Yeah, I saw this one the other day. It was cracking me up. Taylor Swift getting booed at the Super Bowl.
Uh-huh.
Oh, those are going to go south in a hurry, which is probably where this woman came from.
Yep.
Nice. All right. Thank you very, very much. Good stuff. We're going to jump on over to the MGTOW chats now. And hey, we'll see how things are going. But we've lost a lot of the audience, I think, since jumping over to the super chat. So we'll definitely hold on to the videos until next week.
All right.
I don't want anybody to miss those because we got some really good ones for tonight, including one that just might make you spit up your food.
Why does everyone want to see that? That's not good.
It's not good, man. It's not good. I got to bring up the actual thing so I can see the animated ones because Mungo Harry sent in a fitty. Thank you very much, but I cannot see the GIF right now. So you get one of these.
We're not worthy! We're not worthy!
Thank you so much.
Moisture Patrol, my favorite screen name. I've only ever been ghosted after a while, never outright rejected or cheated on. Honestly, I'd rather have just been outright rejected than have to waste my time. I can agree with that. Absolutely. And You know what? If you have to cheat, just break up.
That's right.
Why is it so difficult?
Look.
Why is it less difficult to cheat and then try to hide that and all of the stress and baggage that comes with it and having to remember all the lies that you told versus just saying, you know what? I'm not feeling this anymore.
Yeah.
Is it cool? We go our separate ways? All right, yeah, fine. Space Ghost is on. All right. How hard is that?
Yeah.
Come on.
It's a lot easier than having to look you in the eye and go, I didn't mean to hurt you.
I didn't mean to hurt you, bullshit.
Okay.
Yeah, and then, and regardless of what happens, her friends and family are going to get a completely different version of events from reality anyway. You are going to be the villain in someone's retelling of this story regardless.
Yep.
And that's just something you got to make peace with. Crazy Uncle, unfortunately, I don't have a good enough story for the call-in tonight, so I will just say this. Next time you do a zombie apocalypse video, make sure you tell everyone to start saving up bottle caps. If you don't get it, ask a gamer. Only use if things are going into total we are fucked territory. FYI, maybe Pop could do one on food riots. That'd be interesting. Though in that situation, men will still pay to eat, which means women will get paid. Think about it.
And you can actually use bottle caps inside a suppressor.
There you go. Crazy Uncle again. You guys talk about how men set their own death traps. Well, think of this. When I was young, women used to say, men should talk like women do. Talk about serious issues and compare notes. Thanks to the internet, we did. That was the birth of MGTOW.
That's right.
What you wish for. You might just get it. You could say, this is what happens when Murphy and Karma have a kid. Yeah, Murphy loves to put it right in the warehouse. What can I say? The throat goat. Dutch Cobbler. If you suspect that she is, she already has. Fortune cookie.
That's right.
You know what? Men can trust their gut with that sort of a thing. Usually. I mean, that there are some people who are just naturally paranoid, and you know who you are. Most of the time, though, if you think it's happening, probably is.
Yeah, don't be paranoid.
Yeah, don't be paranoid. Dark Mad Dog, Pop, you can rekindle your inner child that you lost. When you saw the Tank arcade game, you looked like a kid again. You could ask Blake to buy a Raspberry Pi, put the game on it, buy the helmet, and play the game that way. By the way, the Robo Real Life VTuber, a robot that plays games, idea is dead. My PC is dead along with all my work files, video games, files, memes and stuff, butt images. Oh, that sucks, man.
Dude.
I'm trying to recover the drive, can't find shit. I will repair my PC and get back to work. That is always like the worst thing, man. I have so many things on external hard drives for that reason because I've
lost quite a few hard drives myself.
It sucks. When you try to bring up your computer and it just won't, it just can't get over the hump. It's like when you're trying to start the car and it's like, yeah, it's no good.
It's called the thumb drive for a reason.
Yes. Dark Mad Dog again. Pop, did you know raccoons can fit in a 3.5 centimeter hole? I don't want to know, man. Richard Gere just his ears just perked up. They can fit anywhere. Like rats and mice, too. Did you know also assholes can open to 9 centimeters? Yeah, the first time we had Lauren on the show, for some reason, you had to whip out that piece of information, and it was not germane to anything we were talking about, and it has been stuck in my thinking meat ever since then. I don't know where that car left the road.
I don't know.
But it was a bumpy ride after that. You could fit 2 raccoons in a girl's ass. The more you know. Do I have that meme on here? I think I do. I got it on here somewhere. I will find it. Son of a bitch. That's great. Guys, it's never too big. Remember the 9 centimeter rule. Also, Blake, wife throat yogurt. Yeah, she swallows.
Oh, God, stop!
I found your weakness, Pop. You can picture stuff in your mind like I do. I just have to make you picture something in your mind, and I can make you puke.
Stop!
Yeah, I won't be able to super chat. PC is dead, and the passwords are in there. Oh, that sucks, bro.
Dude.
That blows, man. I hope you can, at least recover most of the information that has been lost. Because
sometimes you might have to pay a professional.
Yep. And that gets really damn expensive.
Yeah.
Alucard says AOC is trying to get Pop, but Pop's girlfriend won't let AOC near Pop. Well, if you're smart, you wouldn't let AOC near anything, let alone a computer or anything else, let alone your holes, your Peg D. Rage Gamer T1000 sent in $1 over on YouTube. Thank you very much. And I believe that is just to boot it for tonight. I'm going to double check here. I want to make sure I didn't miss any K-Shaps. Everything is in. All right. Thank you very much for sticking with us here until the end. I know some of the calls were kind of on the long side, but we wanted to let the dudes say their piece. And we've got a lot of fucked up and funny videos that are going to be ready for you guys next week. And trust me, it's going to be worth the wait. Some of these are really damn funny. And keep those submissions coming, dude. You know I love watching them.
All right. And if we kept you on this side of the grass, please email us. Tell us your story. We'll give you a number. We'll read you into the record. Redonkulas12@gmail.com.
But if you need a reason to put your head in the grass, you can just watch this, right?
Oh, God.
And then she died.
That's a fat ass woman.
All right. Thank you, everybody. To everybody who decided to stick with us here until the end. There's still almost 600 of you over there on Rumblies and the Tumblies, and about 400 of you over there on YouTube. And y'all know exactly what time it is. Safety briefing.
All right. Don't drink and drive. Don't drink and swim because it doesn't work out. If you absolutely must fornicate, wear a condom. Take it with you, flush it down the toilet, because child support does last 18 to 21 years, depending on the state you're in. Rack up, pack up, and stack up. There's safety in numbers, and you might need numbers in today's day and age. Maintain your situational awareness, because if you're going to be attacked, something in the environment will have changed, and it's up to you to see it. And last but not least, stop making permanent solutions to temporary goddamn problems. I'm sick and tired of throwing you guys into the motherfucking earth because of these bullshit situations. Play the long game. Stay in the fight. And if all else fails, live out of fucking spite. Boom. Beer me.
You're damn right. And as always, don't add to the population. Don't subtract from the population. Do not wind up in the hospital, cemetery, or jail. If you do wind up in jail, keep the cootie juices off the dishes and never sleep with the fishes. And for those of you who are supporters in the regiment, we will see you on Sunday for When Harry Met Sally. It resonated 47% of the vote, and it'll be Pop's first time watching it. So. And Calliope as well, from what I understand, if I remember reading in the chat over on Gilded. And yeah, good times. We'll see you on Sunday. And for the rest of you, Thursday. Take it easy. Have a good weekend.
Smurf balls.
Smurf balls.